from the love of liberty in the fires of hope and prayer. With boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare. Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land. We pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
Heavenly Father, we come before you at the start of this new day, giving thanks for life, for health, and the opportunity to serve through this station. We ask for your divine presence to guide us in all we do. Bless this broadcast, that it may be a source of inspiration, joy, and unity to all who tune in. Whether near or far, may our words uplift, our music heal, and our message bring light to those who need it most. We pray for our listeners wherever they may be. Grant them strength for the day ahead, peace in their hearts, and success in all they put their hands to. Cover those traveling with your protection and those at home with your comfort and provision. Lord, may everything we do bring honor to you and be a blessing to others. Guide our steps, bless our efforts, and let this station be a vessel of positivity and hope. In your name we pray. Amen.
Your voice, your soundtrack, your station. New Era TT Radio, Net Radio.
And I know that I ain't living twice. Hey, that's why I living for tonight. On cloud nine. That's why I living for tonight. On cloud nine. Live like it all could end tonight. On cloud nine. That's why I living for tonight. On cloud nine. And you might see me stumbling, but once my heart's still pumping, I must wind up on something. And there's vibes in and no ceiling. It's exactly how I feel. And I don't care who watch it, cause I don't high already. Feel I could fly already. And up in the sky already. Already. Oh Lord, I celebrating life. And when I wake up in the morning, don't tell me about last night. And if you take a picture, don't tag me on no site. I can't predict the future, so I'm taking this full flight. That's why I'm living for tonight. On cloud nine. That's why I'm living for tonight. On cloud nine. Live like it all could end tonight. On cloud nine. That's why I'm living for tonight. On cloud nine. And every single season, this is the perfect reason I live in so affected. And it's soca water bleeding inside my vein, it's streaming, so you can't see me stop there. Cause I don't high already. Feel I could fly already. And up in the sky already. Oh Lord, I celebrating life. And when I wake up in the morning, don't tell me about last night. And if you take a picture, don't tag me on no site. I can't predict the future, so I'm taking this full flight. That's why I you're living for tonight. Yeah. On cloud nine. That's why you're living for tonight. Yeah. On cloud nine. Live like it all could end tonight. Yeah. On cloud nine. That's why you're living for tonight. On cloud nine. Hey, we love we life so we celebrate. We don't want no time to hate. We see fetting heavyweight. Fetting now we don't want to wait. Energy done elevate. So let we demonstrate. Drinks in we head and every fet we day. Cause we done high already. Feel like we fly already. And up in the sky already. Already. Oh Lord, a high. Celebrating life. And when I wake up in the morning, don't tell me about last night. And if you take a picture, don't tag me on the site. I can't predict the future, so I'm taking this full flight. That's why I'm living for tonight. Yeah. On cloud nine. That's why I'm living for tonight. On cloud nine. Live like it all could end tonight. Yeah. On cloud nine. That's why I'm living for tonight. On cloud nine.
Wake up, rise up. It's the Net Radio Breakfast Show, bringing you the energy, music, and vibes to start your day right.
So let's make sure. Let's make sure we start that day right for you. Good morning, everybody. Trinidad and Tobago, good morning. Neighbors in the Caribbean, good morning. Friends and family streaming all around the globe, good day to you. And of course, thank you so much. Yeah. I tell you, it's so wonderful getting up with you. It's a Friday. The weekend is here. This is the gateway to the weekend. And I know we're going to have a really fantastic time. Yeah, let me say much thanks as always to the Heavenly Father for bringing us together for another day, another beautiful day at that too, and all that we do there, God. Let it be a blessing on to you. I'm Sir Charles. Happy am I as always to be in this space with you. Really, really happy to be in that space this morning. As we welcome everybody, remember this is the Friday edition of your Get Up and Go. Thanks for being here on The Breakfast Show.
Get up, it's the time to start the day. The breakfast show is here, we bring in the soca way. Yeah. Wake up, it's a brand new dawn. The breakfast show got the vibes turned on. From Maracas Bay to the Savannah line, let's start the day in Caribbean prime. Oh, good vibes rolling through the air. The breakfast show, energy everywhere. We talk, we laugh, we make you think. Grab your double or your morning drink.
It's a Friday, baby. To the world. Shake what your mama gave ya. Hey. Your weekend starts right here, baby.
All right, shake what your mama gave you. I know some people have plenty to shake, so shake it. Good morning, everybody, and of course, thanks for being here once again. This is your breakfast show, Monday to Friday. We're here from 6 a.m. until 9 a.m., and of course, we keep your company in fine style. Let me say good morning to my co-host Richard, who will join us in between this hour at some point in time, and of course, Wendell. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Sir Charles. Morning, Richard. Morning, Trinidad and Tobago. And good morning, listeners and viewers all over the globe. For those outside of the morning period, good afternoon and good evening. And to Ingrid especially, a very good early morning, because it's just after 3 a.m. in LA. I don't know how you do it, Ingrid, every single morning. But thanks so much for you all to join us. Haven't heard from Mr. LA in a little while. He lives in Los Angeles. He would also be, I think, also this hour of the morning. Morning, LA, if you're listening, and for anyone else in the far-flung areas of the United States and Europe, and Asia. Don't forget Asia and Africa.
Asia.
Ooh, and
And,
Oceania
and
and Australasia, all the continents. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. It's good to be in the land of the living. Some of us are not here. Carol Guevara is not here. She will be interred today. Her funeral is this morning at 11 a.m. at Chibwanas. All right, don't forget that. Of course, there's live streaming of the funeral for those of you who can't make it. I'm sure you would have gotten the link. Her Facebook page has been active, and her WhatsApp profile has been very active in terms of updating people for those who are interested in celebrating it. Wear green, right? If you
green
get the chance,
is the color
it's
code.
the preferred color. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and people, you can get that link for the service on our WhatsApp channel. Right. So if you go to our WhatsApp channel, you should be able to get that link there.
Yeah. All right. So it's one more week to go for the boat ride, people. Don't forget, one more week. Today is August 7th, 8th. Where are we? We're on the 8th.
Yeah.
Huh?
When
No,
the
we're on the 7th.
But today is 7th.
Today is the 7th. Jeez.
Yeah, all depends on which part of the zone you're in. It might be the
No,
8th, but
well,
I know if it's the 8th anywhere as it, but we
nah,
are supposed to be in the 7th.
it'll be the 8th in Kiribati, I think. Those parts, I think they are almost 24 hours ahead. But that we I don't know if we have any listeners out there. But today is your August 7th. I have a couple birthdays to do. Today's birthday is my very good friend, Marlene Rahman. She celebrates her birthday today. She is the mom of Marsha Riley. Everybody, I'm sure everybody know Marsha. But that's Marsha's mom, Marlene. Have an absolutely fantastic day, Marlene. I know you will. He looks so good still and so active still. You know what I mean? I'm sure all your school friends and everybody else, including Wayne Ramsey, on this chat will send greetings to you. Happy birthday. And I have a belated birthday greeting. I can't forget this one. Arlene Taylor. That's Robert Taylor's wife. She celebrated her birthday yesterday. And Arlene, I have to tell you, Robert said anything that you wish to have for your birthday, he's going to get it for you. You just name it. Your wish is his command. All right? He loves you that much that anything possible on planet Earth that you want, anything, he's going to give it to you. All right? Today also, and also my sister put up her things. Inez Bath. That's Inez is from St. James. She is 97 years old today. Wow. And she is walking around and very coherent. Trust me. You understand? So happy birthday, Miss Bath. 97 years old today.
Yeah, I had to give Miss Bath a personal congratulations to that. I ain't playing no. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, man. I actually went on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I went to a funeral of a 93-year-old woman, the Eileen Owen. She died. She's also originally from St. James. She passed away, and I went to that funeral on Wednesday. 93 years old she lived to. Miss Bath is 97. Well done, Miss Bath.
Miss Bath from St. James also?
Miss Bath is from St. James also. She still lives in.
Well, they have longevity in St. James, man.
It looks so. It looks so, but well done, man. Anybody else celebrating a birthday today? Yesterday was also.
Wait, we don't move off anybody yet. I have one to send because Archbishop Ashton Clark, his wife is celebrating her birthday today. So I want to wish Miss Emily Clark a happy birthday today. All right, from all of us here at NET, and of course your husband is wishing you all the best. Miss Emily, have a great one. Nice. Go ahead, Wendell.
And on the chat also to Cheryl Wares, that's David Wares' wife. She is also celebrating her birthday, and he is sending birthday greetings to his wonderful wife. She has a whole weekend of love to receive from the family. And that's from David and, of course, from us on the breakfast show. Happy birthday, Cheryl and Lester Cragg. Well, you are St. James, man. You see Miss Bart is your neighbor. Well, I supposed to know you then. Hey, well, look at thing here. It's a good thing I say that on the chat. So I must know you, Lester. All right. So anyone else, as I said, yesterday was Paul Richards' birthday too. I did send him greetings.
Yeah, send out greetings support yesterday.
Paul Richards and Cecilia Salazar. All right.
Everybody celebrating birthday, man, especially Miss Bart. Yay! Round of applause for all of you all. Yeah, man, all you beautiful people celebrating.
Yeah.
Birthdays are wonderful, you know.
Sorry? Birthdays?
Birthdays are wonderful. You know,
Yeah, man. Of course they are. Of course they are. And every birthday should be celebrated. That's how I feel about birthdays. Every birthday should be celebrated.
Yeah.
Let's do it, man. Who else do I have to greet, especially this morning? Oh, Charmaine. Always minding my business. Morning, Charmaine. Out there in New York. I'm sure she's on already. You know? Yeah, so those are our greetings today. If I come up with any others on the chat when I go through the chat, we'll do that. So you want to jump into good news, or you want to deal with some of the issues? Because
yeah, I was hoping Richard will reach in because we have a little tribute to pay for Carol, but I'll hold on until Richard gets here.
Okay.
All right. So let's do good news in the meantime.
Sure.
Elaine Thompson-Hera from the game's record list. Shaniqua Bascom of Trinidad and Tobago goes in lane 5. She won her semi-final. And they are away. This time the athletes will power around the bend and try and convert all the speed they've built up over the first 100 metres into the home straight. Adasia Hodge looking good, but not miles ahead of the other athletes. Bascom of Trinidad and Tobago matching her through the first 100 metres. Adasia Hodge into the last 50. Working hard here, Adasia Hodge. She's going to work all the way to the line. 22.07 for Adasia Hodge. Not looking as fresh as yesterday, but who cares? It's a gold medal for the British Virgin Islands. This young woman at the age of 20 has just picked up her major title, first major title of her career. It was Alana Reid who came through for third place, but Bascom looks in total shock.
Of course, that race is the 200-meter finals at the Commonwealth Games. It's really about Shaniqua Bascom from Trinidad and Tobago getting the silver medal. All right. I know her name only called at the very end, but if you were watching it, you would have seen the captions. Shaniqua Bascom, Trinidad and Tobago won silver at the 200 meters Commonwealth Games. All right. Congratulations, Shaniqua. Our athletes did pretty okay.
Yeah, and Shaniqua is doing pretty well, you know. So
yeah.
It's good to see our young athletes, you know, going out there and doing their best and bringing glory to Trinidad and Tobago in so many ways. So not all the time you get the gold medal, but you ought to be celebrated for your efforts.
Yeah. Yes, of course. You know, so the Richard still ain't jumping yet, so I could go straight to greeting the folks on the chat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pull down this thing before I get cut off again. Eunice Dublin came in at 12 a.m. it's saying here. So good morning, Miss Dublin. Kenny and Harlem. John Cato says, let's continue to be wise, watchful, and prayerful. Valerie Mendoza, Miss Davidi. Apollinaus says, good morning. Thank God it's Friday. Odell Guy out there in Sangre Grande. Maria Cillier says, good morning, guys. To Suzanne, Suzette. Maria H., Miss Jackman, and Miss Butte. Margaret Thomas, blessed Friday, guys. Trinman says Friday is here, people enjoy. Pamela O'Connor says blessed weekend, blessed morning. Felix Kazoo, Diane Payne, didn't finish her greet. Oh, it came down after. Robert Taylor, who has promised his wife any possible thing that she wants, out there in Fernandina Beach for her birthday, which she celebrated yesterday. Arlene, get up early. If you didn't hear it from Robert yesterday, you're hearing it from me today. Anything you want, you could get it.
Ask and it shall be given to you.
And it shall be given to you.
And you know, sometimes when you put those kinds of offer on the table, sometimes, you know, they don't really pick it up, you know. I said, okay, all right, you know, man.
Arlene go pick it up. She's a red woman. She's a red woman. She go pick it up. Trust me. I mean, you can't get redder than Robert do it. But Arlene red too. Both of them red till they almost white. Diane Payne says, good morning, Hillary Benjamin. Morning, Hillary. I have something for you. I'll get it to you as soon as I can, right? Sis Super, thank God for life. Boy Bidesi from Debe. Slick Money Grip. Trini in Boston. Long time no hear from Trini in Boston. Good to have you. Nadia Stephen, Ian Stewart, CJ from New York. CJ Paulie. Shema Paul and CJ is dancing and singing. Somebody had to dance and sing too because we don't have Carol anymore. Carol danced and sang for every single tune on this show. Yeah, she would just put up dancing and singing emojis. Good morning from Nicola McNichols, Wayne Ramsey out there in Port Lauderdale. Lester Cragwell, who I know now from St. James. Larry Charles, the snow cone man from Wrong by QRC. Folks, go and get your snow cone because it's hot these days. Marlon Motley from North Valsayn. Richard is not here to give a special greeting, Marlon. Ingrid from Tucson, Arizona.
Marlon.
Yeah, one from St. Charles.
I'm good, like my Richard. Good morning, Marlon.
Debbie Modeste, good morning. Doreen Pierre, Gerald Hawaii, Arlene Lewis, that was the birthday greeting from Nadia. David Wares also, that was his birthday greeting and saying good morning. Carlisle Cupid says blessings all. Edwin Joseph, Julia Samantha, Raymond Piggott, good morning guys. Wendell, did the TPRC commit any wrong by stopping the project at Eddie had wrong? Yes, they committed a wrong. They should have waited until they build it up and then break it down. That's what they should have done.
Yeah, wickedness coming out of you this morning.
Let them build it and break it down. That's what they should have
Yeah, the wickedness coming out of you this morning. All right. Okay.
No, honestly, they did nothing wrong, Raymond. Except that, you know, in this heated political climate, maybe another way could have been found. But in any event, why are they building a permanent police post? The police station not riding? What are they building a permanent thing for? Why is the government not explaining that issue of these police posts, Sir Charles? A permanent post in the Eddie ground? They can't even finish the construction that they started years ago in the Eddie ground, where they was renovating the place.
Yeah.
But you're going to build a police post? Finish that. I don't understand that story about a permanent police post in the ground. Yeah.
Definitely. We have to talk about that.
But let them build it and break it down. Kurt Hope, good morning from Nashville, Tennessee. Margarita Chow, Ozzy Molino, Alison Haynes. That seems like a new name. Let me see if you look right. I think I know you. Mrs. R says good morning, and this is where Richard also would have said
good morning, Mrs. R.
You get it? YouTube is frozen. I observed that, David, because I actually went on YouTube and I didn't see any movement from YouTube. That's it, Charles. Mm-hmm. I got that also when I checked on my phone. It didn't start with the show at all. Nicola McNichol says the athletes of the CSC are doing well. We have received so far 5 gold, 5 silver, and 10 bronze. Congratulations to all the athletes flying the RWB flag, where they won medals or not. RWB. What's RWB?
I'm not going to answer that.
Nicola, you need to explain what's RWB. Red, white, and black. Okay, I figured it out. I figured it out.
Yeah.
Figured it out.
We are real slow, them, Nicola.
Yeah, boy.
RWB.
First time I speak like that, though.
Yeah. Most people don't really put it that way, but
no. They put flying the TT flag.
Yeah, TNT flag, TT flag, and all those different things. Yeah, but RWB, okay.
Thanks, Nicola. We were a little slow. Derek Duncan, morning to the woman Whitney Soursop Juice. Is that the woman from? Is that Laverne from Mayaro? She brought, when she came to collect her prize the other day, she brought 2 drinks to me, made from soursop. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was soursop, turmeric, and ginger, in a drink, a frozen drink. It tasted really good. So I don't know if it's that person you're talking about, Derek. Eva Smith, Bless Rising, Melchizedek, Chris Tuse, Beauty Culture, Derek. With the source of juice. Okay, Derek, I guess you're talking about the same person. Good morning, guys. That's from Stella Services. Thanks for the birthday greetings yesterday. So Stella also celebrated. I don't know if it's a man or woman.
What's the name?
Stella Services.
Well, Stella sounding like woman.
No, it's Stella. Is Stella as in the word Stella, not the name Stella.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure.
That's like my auntie Stella.
Yeah, no, it's not that kind of Stella. It's not an AR. It's STELLAR.
Yeah. As in extreme, supreme.
Extremely good.
Good service.
Stella. Yeah, good service.
Yeah. Okay.
David Wares is also saying, guys, it's freezing. Jerry Vera, good morning, Jerry. Jerry Alvin, Jerry Pooh, all these names he goes by. Greetings, guys. Have a good show. Thanks, Jerry. Mul Makumi, good morning, guys. Have a great day. Derek Duncan, morning. Derek Duncan, your message keep coming. Same message. Bernice McDonald also says, good morning. Condolences to the family of Carol. Ingrid Wendell, you always put a smile on my face. Thank you very much, Miss Ingrid. Thank you very much. Arlene Joseph, good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Of course, Arlene Joseph is Arlene Oliver, a.k.a. Arlene Taylor, a.k.a. birthday girl who gets anything she wants from Robert. Derek saying, yes, it is. Oh, it's the same person. Good to know, Derek. The national flag will soon have yellow in it, so says David McCarthy. Never. Remember when somebody played the fool with that between 2010 and 2015? Kim Govaya, very wonderful day. Robert Harper and Manuela Peters. So I took love on the greetings today because I wanted to make sure I get everybody. So those are the greetings on the chat, sir, Charles.
Okay. Yeah. Lots of greetings this morning on the chat, man. All right, which is really good. We love to hear from you guys. Anybody having any problems with the YouTube, just refresh your browser and see if that will take care of it. Because I'm looking at Wendell here and he's not freezing. On
YouTube? Or on you looking at on our thing stream?
And that's why sometimes I log up because I'm monitoring it also in other spaces on the browser and stuff. So yeah.
Okay. All right. And Stella Services confirms she's a woman.
Okay. So the Stella is actually Stella.
But she considers herself so good that she is Stella. I don't know what kind of service she
Stella, you are Stella. That is an excellent name for you. Anyhow, let me say good morning to Carlin and Kelly out in Carenage. Also to Mr. Billy and Powder Magazine, Kent in Laventille, Peter Wilson, St. James people. Wendell know that money at right. Peter, you need to go.
I know who Peter Wilson is. Peter Wilson living literally right off the corner from where I am on the main road there.
Okay. So good morning to Fifi out there in Addis Ababa. Captain Ron, who is in New York, also to CJ in New York, Mr. Augustine, good day to you, Archbishop Ashton Clark, and of course, once again, happy birthday to your wife, and to Rena Boodoo Jennings, good day to you, Frank Andrews, Frank, I forgot to put everything yesterday, Zena out there in Rima, the Powder Puff ladies, good morning to you all. And Debbie in Mover. Yeah, all those persons are on the chat this morning. And of course, my girl Pauline, who is very, very busy this morning. All right, so we are happy to be here with you. So we are going to take that break because it's now 6:30 on time. And when we come back, we'll see what's trending in the newspapers, Wendell.
Of course.
All aboard!
Calling all you Net Radio listeners and fans. It's time to pack your cooler, gather your crews. Join us for Net Radio's Halloween Cooler Crew in red, white, and black. On board the luxurious Island Royalty, Saturday, 15th of August, boarding at 7 p.m. from Hard Cuts Shagaramas. We sail at 8 p.m. sharp. Enjoy great music all night long from your favorite net DJs: Sir Charles, CJ, Mr. Flavor, Doc International, RJ, and Fluffman.
Tell you you's a big dancer. Come show
Early
them you's a
bird
big
tickets are
dancer.
just $200, after $250. Get your tickets now at Crosby in St. James, Rumba, St. James, Bobby's Bar in Kure, Fats International in Arima, K Square Fashions at C3 Center, West Mall, and Eastgate Mall, and all net DJs. No glass bottles allowed. Bring your coolers, bring your crews, and let's celebrate together. Net Radio, Halloween Cooler Crew, Saturday, August the 15th, aboard the Island Royalty. For information, call 638-2609 or 497-7173. Halloween on the scene.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Flavor Entertainment Services, your one-stop premium entertainment service provider. We offer top-tier, best-in-class karaoke and DJ services for your private events, sports bars and lounge. Let us help make your birthday parties, weddings, anniversaries, and corporate special events memorable and special. Call us now at 462-2029. We provide more than just music. We create memories that last.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
All right, we are back, and let me just greet some folks who came in during that break. Michael Robinson, aka Manish, out there in Yokohama, Japan. CPT Singh from St. Helena in Caroni. Chef Joanne Joseph, who is celebrating her 68th birthday on Sunday. Carlisle Cupid, David McCarthy, and the Reform, Miss Titi Love. Is the reform or their form? I don't know which one is it. But it's all spelled as one word. All right. She said, I'm sick again this morning. Okay.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Speedy recovery.
Sorry to hear
Speedy
that.
recovery.
Let me say good morning also to Miss Sampson, who just came in. Miss Sampson, you're sleep late today. Nice.
Morning, Miss Sampson. Of course, today's Express online edition. Let me just get the news. PC was a father figure, that Police Constable Rommel Douglas, as he was laid to rest. Another headline, so no one knows how these 365 pharmaceuticals were registered. That's in quotation marks.
Yeah, that's an experience you have to follow.
Yeah, that whatever became of all that exposes with Speaker Jack Dale Singh in the parliament with pharmaceuticals and it. Is that the story that's coming back up, resurfacing
I
again
think
all of a
that
sudden?
is probably all part of it. Because I remember that was they get kind of mad with the John Bates thing, you know. So
Yeah. Look at how that story died, a natural death. Separate woman among 6 more held under PDOs. 82 murders could have been avoided. I don't know who said that. Couple charged in Ruiz murder. Telemark backs IDs for easier payments. And as Richard came in, and Echo came. Row erupts over police post. Beckles challenges PM's 15,000 jobs claim. GML records 14.8 million 6-month loss. Euromoney names Scotia's TNT's best bank. Lisa Mohammed's vision for TOSL's future. All AI firm eyes global growth for TNT. Those are all trending stories in today's Express. Richard, you could go ahead.
now,
You gotta unmute your mic.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Well, I'll do the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian. Obviously, Sir Charles will have to come back incognito, and he knows that.
I am incognito.
Because that's the only thing that resolves it. I've never seen you incognito with your image before, though.
Yeah, but I am there.
Anyway, Trinidad and Tobago Guardian, PM blasts PNM for stopping work on new police post in Tagarigua. Evil Vile Act. Tunapuna Piak Regional Corporation Chair Defense Action says they got no communication on what was being done. So that's one of the main headlines in the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian for today. So the Prime Minister is basically, I suppose, buffing the Tunapuna Piak Regional Corporation. But I thought the state builds police stations, though. I didn't think it was the regional corporation.
No, the regional corporation wasn't building. It was being built on Etihad grounds without permission.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, so that's how they got involved.
Oh, okay. Female cop accused of helping gang detained on PDO. 750,000 bail for man accused of sex assault in MP's office. I don't know what is that. Couple charged with Diego Martin woman's murder. And IWFTT to honor 3 women for global leadership impact. Hilton agreement delay hurting TNT economy. That's one of the, I suppose it's an op-ed, I guess. Couple bills photo booth business. Permel raises concerns about Agostini takeover of Prestige Holdings. TNT's execution deficit becoming a completion economy. And AI is already in your company. And the PBR to open temporarily on Saturday. I don't know for what reason. I suppose they're probably doing something.
Pan on Eastern Main Road.
Okay. And funeral home invests in West Trinidad with new crematorium. Arundel gets sailing silver, Charles 200-meter bronze. Legions dump Hawks in G15 league quarters. Chase Lords batters despite missing out on historic test series win over Pakistan. And Deboulay storms into Jamaica badminton quarters. Defending champs TKR secure boost for CPL as BPTT steps up. And so that's it for the news in the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian today.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to say something else?
No, I was talking, but once your mic is on, I'm echoing. I don't know if anybody else is hearing it.
I'm not hearing it.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, even Sir Charles is echoing once your mic is on. Yeah, so, all right, well, the issue, I guess this issue of this, but you see, the government needs to level up with people. Why are we building police posts? because once you put up a building, it's a permanent structure. What is the plan behind it? Come on. When we spoke about these issues of police posts, we thought it would have been like the mobile things or like an actual setup with a tent and whatnot. Didn't we discuss that? So where these structures, why is a permanent, and why they go on Eddie had ground to build the first one? Was it meant as a confrontation with TPRC? Come on. Government could do better than that, man. TPRC will get the bad rate now because the Prime Minister all of a sudden released a thing criticizing the TPRC. But TPRC not wrong. They're not wrong. You understand? But the politics, everything in Trinidad and Tobago is political. Every single thing, so. Oh my God, man. It's annoying. And there's a Tunapuna police station right there. What you building a permanent structure in Eddie Hart ground when Eddie Hart ground need to be finished. The actual structure facilities there for the people. That is what you need to focus on. That was clearly designed for confrontation. I'm sorry. That's how I see it. But as I say, I'll leave them, let them put it up and then break it down after.
What I'm not understanding is why would you have a police post? Is there any thinking behind this in the sense of why would you have a police post too close to a police station? Because the police station should cover a certain area. So creating a police post, to me, should be only in areas that are underserved. Or if you're putting one close to a highway for some sort of response time issue on the highway itself, even though if you have vehicles roaming, so to speak, or on the road, that should be addressed. But to have police posts close to police stations seems like a wanton waste of money, and this government is always saying that they're so conscious about spending money and how much the PNM wasted. But if you're doubling up on resources, that makes no sense to me from a logical point of view. So you could put your police posts in areas that are underserved or don't have a police station nearby. I could understand maybe that thinking, but putting it too close to other police stations just seems a waste of money.
A waste of money. And we really start to talk about the waste of resources. But at the same time,
but you see, I am thinking, which is why I am against. Some people may be for the mandatory ID, but I'm against mandatory IDs for people over 16. And I'll tell, and I'm in alignment with the civil liberties unions, both in the UK and the United States, because it's a warrantless. It's a warrantless approach by state security services to you to mandate something from you that you have to give up. No suspicion. They could just Trinidad police don't like your head, Wendell, and everywhere that you go, you're getting a mandatory show your ID. Because we're in a small space.
Yes.
Right? Yes. So this mandatory ID thing, I don't understand why people not linking it also to this proliferation of 30 police posts, because it seems as if you're putting you're drifting towards, to me, it seems like a police state. Even though I know some attorneys think that we already in a police state, but I don't think so. But you drift. Remember, police states, when they happen, they don't happen suddenly. They happen incrementally by things that have been done over a period of time. And mandatory IDs in coming soon after you talk about police posts forces me to connect them, because it's less maybe 24 hours after that surfaced.
I have a question, Richard. Just mute your mic. Answer this. Is it mandatory that anyone over the age of 16 should have an ID, a national ID? Why I ask that question? Because not everybody wants a driver's permit. Not everybody wants a passport. Those are choices that you make. That's not mandatory. Is it mandatory that you have a national ID card? That's my question.
No, there is no such law in Trinidad and Tobago. But can mandatory IDs be part of a security service network? I guess it can, and that's the only reason I could think them wanting it for security services, because as I said before, the civilian government seems to have handed over, from a policy perspective, a lot of power to the security services, which I find concerning. They have a huge say in terms of this government. And mandatory IDs is something that's debated in democratic countries. And I mean, the closest I could come to, I think, is maybe Germany and Belgium and maybe Spain, where they have some requirement for mandatory IDs under certain conditions. It's not even a wide issue. Under certain conditions, you have to have it, right? And in certain suspicious situations, they can ask you to identify yourself. But it's not a blanket no, and as far as I'm aware, no democratic country has a mandatory ID requirement across the board. I know Estonia has a digital ID that they have, that each citizen is assigned, but that digital ID, of course, because Estonia is so digitized about every single service, you're given that digital ID. But that's separate and distinct from a mandatory ID requirement that you must have an ID on you at all times. It's for me, I'm very civil liberties person, so I make no bones about that. I find it an infringement of your freedom of movement that you can be stopped at any time, whether you're walking along the road or whether you're jogging around the savannah, theoretically, to be asked for your ID. And of course, now, is it going to affect me personally? Probably not, because I always have my wallet on me, and I would have my driver's permit on me because I'm driving or whatever. So for us in this group, it probably wouldn't matter.
Right.
But you risk profiling, you risk racial profiling in a Trinidad and Tobago context, and you risk all manner of things in terms of low income communities are always the ones that are getting the brunt of things like this, right? And the act of being able to tell a citizen you have to have an ID on you, and of course they haven't said what the penalty is yet, but if you're introducing a mandatory law, there's going to be a penalty.
Naturally.
Because if you're making something mandatory, it means if somebody does not comply with a mandatory law, there has to be a penalty that they suffer. And I don't know why Trinidadians and Tobagonians, some of them are comfortable with that. It's another law infringing on your rights and a simple right of your freedom of movement in public spaces. And some people are all right with it.
Well, naturally, because of the politics. Just mute your mind.
No, I don't think it's necessarily all about the politics too, Wendell. But I just think that sometimes people don't think things through.
Richard, you made a link that I didn't. In terms all these police force. Yeah, I know Charles is trying to mute me. He had to mute Richard instead. Yeah. So that is the link that I didn't see before. Because all these police posts now, different places, clearly they're trying to put on permanent police posts. And then the issue of this ID that you must have on you. Something is going wrong in Trinidad and Tobago that we are going to regret. And you're right for warning people. Why are people allowing this? Why are people comfortable with this? It's crazy. Unmute. Sorry about the technical difficulties.
Yeah, and no, but it just occurred to me simply because of timing, because they're so excited, I think, about things like that, they can't help themselves. So the police post is revealed, and then all of a sudden it's revealed that yes, we're considering a mandatory ID. I think they think they're very exciting measures that is going to give them support. And of course, it's being seen through the eye of a police officer, of course, who at some point is no longer going to be a police officer. And you're going to be subject to all of these laws. it's very comfortable when you're in a position and you're thinking, yes, I'm doing X, I'm doing Y, I'm doing Z. At some point, you become a civilian again, And so I had to form a nexus because they were too quick after each other. So I'm saying, wait, 30 police posts and then bam, mandatory IDs. I said there has to be a connection in terms of how you're enforcing a security blanket across the country. I suppose that's how they're going to look at it. But there is a point at which the TTPS has to do their job and do their job efficiently without having further leeways on the infringement of the liberties of citizens. So the majority of citizens can't be paying for the fact that you are inefficient, and so you need to have a heavy hand because you are inefficient. That's how I read it. That's how I read it.
Yep. Sad but true. This echoing annoying.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's do that. Did you know? And come back. Yeah, Richard, come back in by time now. All right, we do the did you know, please.
Can you believe it? This is not a normal truck. This is a giant bridge girder transporter in China, and it is carrying one massive precast beam across the bridge site. Look at all those wheels. They are not there for show. This beam can weigh hundreds of tons, so the weight has to be spread across many axles to keep the whole machine stable. The movement looks slow, but every inch matters. The driver has to keep the beam balanced. The machine has to stay perfectly aligned, and the road underneath has to carry an insane amount of weight. Once the beam reaches the right position, the next machine takes over. That is the bridge launching gantry. It lifts the beam, moves it forward, lines it up with the piers, and slowly places it into position. Piece by piece, one road begins to appear in the air. This is what makes Chinese infrastructure so impressive. It is not just speed, it is planning, machines, workers, and precision all working together. A bridge is not built all at once. It is built one giant beam at a time. And this is China turning heavy concrete into a future highway.
All right. Well, interesting. Of course, we have had that here. We saw that here, actually. I remember when they were doing the south one, going over south. They showed you how it was being done. You know what I mean? So that's technology, worldwide technology.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
Charles,
yeah.
you alone in, but I get an echo.
No, I had this. I just changing some stuff, so I had the line up. But yeah. But you see how technology works, right?
Yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Before we move forward, also while we are here, let's do that tribute for Carol one time.
Well, let Richard come back in now.
Yes, well, he will join us as it comes back in, right?
Sure.
Because I know he's probably doing that right now, so he'll monitor us to go. But anything you want to say before I play the tribute, Wendell?
No, except that Carol has been a fan of the breakfast show. Well, formerly the Power Breakfast Show. From inception, she's been around years and years and years. As I say, Carol, I mean, my personal interactions with her have been, whenever she hear a mistake on Beyond the Tip, she would message me. Whenever she watching Jeopardy, she would message me if I watch a particular episode, you know what I mean? She was one of them who supported my sister, my deceased sister, when she was making pastels. Carol was one of her customers, became one of her customers, simply because of us talking about it on radio. You know what I mean? She has been a fan, she has been a friend, she's been a visitor. I remember the first time she came along by Rumbox. And but I know what she looked like from pictures and we saw. And I remember her jaw drop. See a thick red woman, jaw drop. That's just a light moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she was such a gem, you know what I mean? She worked at the airport authority, so she realized, I mean, I knew people there and she realized that was the connection, you know what I mean, too? But she was always correcting us, helping us with information, she would call in and she would say Carol here, and then when she called back, she would say Carol again. So she became known as Carol here or Carol again, sometimes with us. You know what I mean? But she was an ardent contributor to the breakfast show for years and years and years. Then she became a member of the Powder Puff Girls. Rena Bulu Jennings, Charmaine, Mrs. R, Miss Dabadi, and Zena, of course. That was the Powder Puff Girls. I call them the Golden Girls. Because I think they're more suited for that. But you know, she was such a darling. You know what I mean? Of course, we got wind that she wasn't well, and we spoke about it on radio, and then we heard that a week ago that she passed. You know, her funeral is today. You know?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Is it echoing still?
No.
Yeah, right
No,
now
it's
it
not.
seems to be okay right now, Richard.
Yeah, don't touch anything.
No, I just used a different browser. That's all I did.
Okay, well, it could be that then.
Wow.
So, I mean, I don't know if you want to add to what I said about Carol, Richard, before we actually show the tribute.
Well, I mean, before even this current breakfast show, even in our previous iteration, Carol has always been a loyal listener from years. So it's just like she's like a friend. You know, there's so many listeners that you may not interface with them physically a lot of the time, but they become like friends because you know them so well, and you hear their voice over years, and they weigh in on opinions. Sometimes you agree, sometimes you don't agree. You know, and it's all fine. That's part of the process of how the show runs. And so you know Carol from all those years from before. So. And I think she would have come. Didn't she come to a couple of our stuff when we had
backyard thing?
Yeah, we had backyard stuff and things. I remember, you know, and we had such, you know, it's just good memories, and I will always remember her always dancing in the stream. Or every time whatever music Search is playing, you can see she's dancing and she's singing. That's my imagination, that she's dancing and she's
always loving the music. Always.
Yeah.
And she would always be the last one sometimes on the chat. Like when the show finishes, great show, guys. See you all tomorrow. She would always make that comment at the very end. She may not comment at all sometimes on a morning, but the last comment, she would send, great show, guys. You understand?
Yeah, so she'll be missed.
Yeah, she will be missed.
So today we
was a little dimmer because of her passing.
Yeah. So we remember Carol today on the breakfast show.
How do I say goodbye to what we had? The good time that made us laugh, outweigh them bad. I thought we'd get but forever's gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I don't know where this road is going to lead. All I know is where we've been and what we've been through. If we get to see tomorrow, I hope it's worth all the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday, and I'll take with me the memories to be And I'll take with me the memory to be my sunshine after the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Rest in peace, Carol.
Yeah, rest in peace. Carol Joy Gavar.
Yeah. A very lovely tribute, Sir Charles.
Yeah, very well put together.
Thanks much.
I know we just at the point of news, so I suppose we should bring up the poll at this point.
Well, we had to contextualize the poll.
Go ahead and contextualize it.
We have a video for it, huh?
Oh,
we have a sprung along. I sent a video with it, you know.
I know you saw the the video. Was it? I see.
You played the video?
About 3 minutes, you know.
Really, then you had to save the poll. Then you had to save the poll for after. But anyway, we'll show you a video after, folks. But this is our poll because today is a light day.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a little sad day because as we miss Carol and as we pay that tribute to Carol, but it's
after a wonderful tribute to Carol. What comes up on your screen? Do you agree that dumplings are a useless food item?
And trust me, Carol would have had an opinion on this, eh? Because the video we will show you is a
tell them what's in the video now. Then we'll play it after.
It's sprang along talking about the uselessness of 3 foods, and I agree with him on all 3. Crab. What was the other one? Of course, dumplings and chicken foot. I agree with him on all 3. They are useless foods. You understand? But do you agree? Because we know people love crab and dumpling. We know people love chicken foot sauce. Do you agree that dumplings are a useless food item? Right? We're going to contextualize it with a little video from Sprung Along after, just to make the day a little lighter.
Yeah, but what do you know, people of dumpling? For those of you who like dumpling or don't like dumpling, do you think it's a useless food?
Yeah, it's just a piece of flour in water. That's basically what it is.
But
I didn't know
some people
dumpling have a discernible taste. Hey, Richard, you eat dumplings?
Yeah.
So, Charles, you eat dumplings?
I love a dumpling.
If it's in soup, yeah. But you know, you know what you also do, because you eat dumplings to, well, what I will call flat, if you would call it a flat dumpling.
Yeah, the floaters.
Yeah, and you use it, and you would eat it with like saltfish.
Yeah,
saltfish and things like that. So it's also used in that capacity to beyond soup.
Yeah,
or bhaji and things like that. Yeah.
It is useless. Anytime
beef.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's a starch. It's a starch just like rice.
It's just like crab and it's just like chicken foot. They're useless.
No,
Anyway.
I don't agree. So I'm saying it officially here. Sprung Along is wrong. Sprung Along is wrong. I know pan a crab. I know pan a crab. Or crab, I just never crab. And well, chicken foot, chicken foot sauce, depending on where chicken foot soup and is not bad. So I fundamentally disagree with Sprung Along on 2 of his items. Come again, Sprung Along.
When you'll actually listen to Sprung Along, you'll understand why we came up with this poll today. And magic noodles is the same thing. I don't eat it at all. Useless food too. Anyway, folks, our poll is up. It's a light Friday. We just try to lighten things. Do you agree that dumplings are a useless food item? If you're voting yes, you vote 1. If you're voting no, you vote 2. All right?
Simple. If you like dumpling, yes or no.
Do you agree that dumplings are a useless food item?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, all right. News is straight ahead, people. Stay with us on the Breakfast Show.
So,
The news you need, the clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is Net Radio News Now.
This is News Now on Net Radio and Guile TV. I am Derek McMillan. Thank you for joining us. Prime Minister Kamla Persad Bissessar is calling on citizens to play a greater role in reducing crime, saying public safety is a shared responsibility and not solely the job of the police and security forces. In a Facebook post, the Prime Minister said, while gang-related murders continue to decline, too many lives are still being lost because of anger, revenge, and domestic disputes. She urged citizens to exercise restraint during conflicts, saying that walking away from a confrontation can prevent tragedy and save lives. Persad Bissessar also appealed for compassion and non-violence, ending her message by encouraging citizens to let love have the last word. Her comments come days after government announced plans to establish 30 joint army and police posts across the country. Serious questions have been raised over the approval process for pharmaceuticals after a parliamentary committee heard that 365 drugs were registered with only one recorded instance of involvement by the Drug Advisory Committee. The Public Administration and Appropriations Committee also heard that state agency NIPDEC applied 27 times for special permission to import pharmaceuticals, despite officials maintaining it is not a direct importer of medicines. Committee Chairman Jagdeep Singh questioned how hundreds of pharmaceuticals could have been registered without documented recommendations from the Drug Advisory Committee, saying the committee is a key safeguard in the approval process. Health Ministry officials were unable to explain the missing records or why NIPDEC sought the import approvals, with the committee indicating further scrutiny of the process will continue. Caribbean Airlines carried more than 66,800 passengers on the domestic air bridge between Trinidad and Tobago in July, after increasing flights to meet higher demand during the peak summer travel season. The airline says additional services were introduced to boost seat capacity, supporting travel by families, business travelers, residents, and visitors, while helping Tobago's tourism sector during the busy holiday period. Acting Chief Executive Officer Varma Kilawan described the domestic air bridge as a vital economic and social link between the two islands, and reaffirmed the airline's commitment to providing a safe, reliable, and dependable service. Caribbean Airlines says it will continue to monitor passenger demand and adjust its schedule when necessary to maintain reliable service throughout the summer travel season. Tobago Chief Secretary Farley Augustine is calling on political leaders in Trinidad and Tobago to show greater restraint and maturity as concerns grow over rising racial tensions. Speaking at a stakeholder meeting in Lowlands, Augustine warned that racial division threatens national unity, the economy, tourism, and investor confidence. He urged citizens and politicians to focus on the country's shared challenges rather than racial differences. The meeting, organized by Tobago Muslim community leader Camille Ali, brought together religious leaders, civil society representatives, and senior security officials to discuss the issue. Augustine said Tobago's priority is to avoid being drawn into political conflict, while other stakeholders called for healing and dialogue, including a meeting between Prime Minister Kamla Persad Bissessar and opposition leader Penelope Beckles. In crime news, 3 people are before the courts and 5 others are in police custody, following separate anti-crime operations in Trinidad and Tobago. A 29-year-old cashier was granted $85,000 bail, while 2 Venezuelan nationals were remanded after being charged with stealing almost $19,000 worth of merchandise from a Marabella supermarket. Police say CCTV footage allegedly showed the employees removing goods without authorization. Meanwhile, in Tobago, 2 people were arrested after police seized a Glock pistol, ammunition, more than 2 kilograms of cannabis, cocaine, cash, and other items during an intelligence-led operation in Canaan. In South Trinidad, 3 men, including 2 supermarket security guards, were also arrested after police allegedly found illegal firearms during separate anti-crime exercises in Labray, Faizabad, and along the Sir Solomon Hu Choi Highway. Investigations into all the incidents are continuing. Finally, U.S. President Donald Trump has denied reports that the United States is facing a shortage of military munitions, insisting the country has ample supplies and is continuing to manufacture more weapons. Trump also vowed to pursue long prison sentences for anyone found responsible for leaking classified information about the nation's weapon stockpiles. The comments come as reports suggest the U.S. has used large quantities of precision missiles during the conflict with Iran, raising questions about the pace at which those weapons can be replaced. The Pentagon has dismissed claims of a shortage, while Iran says its domestically produced weapons leave it prepared to respond to any threat. Analysts note that although the United States still maintains significant stockpiles, replenishing advanced missile systems can take months or even years. And that is Net Radio News at this time.
That was news now. Stay informed with New Era TT Radio. Net Radio.
Your mid-morning just got better. Join Sir Charles for the mid-morning mix and mingle, where good music, real talk, health, and family matters come together, and your voice is heard. Whether you're at work, on the go, or just taking a break, this is the perfect mix to keep you engaged, informed, and entertained. The mid-morning mix and mingle, weekdays, 9 a.m. to 12 noon on New Era TT Radio, Net Radio.
Vibes, fresh energy. This is the Net Radio Breakfast Show.
Give me liquor. Give me liquor. Give me liquor. Give me liquor. Liquor. She want me liquor. Liquor. She want me. She want me. I come in the party, living by myself. Call down my liquor. Don't want nothing else. This girl in our corner had me in shock. She said me stop. Oh, liquor in makeup. Liquor. She want me liquor. She said I don't drink hard. Oh, liquor in my glass. Liquor. She want me liquor. I want it on the rocks. Oh, liquor in makeup. Liquor in the morning when I'm leaving home. Liquor in the evening when I'm going on road. Liquor in the nighttime when I'm going online. She said bring more liquor. I drink it anytime. Sweet babe, so hold back on me tonight. Give me liquor, give me liquor. Liquor is my only vice. Give me liquor, don't back on me tonight. Give me liquor, give me liquor. Liquor is my only vice. Give me liquor, give me liquor. Give me liquor, give me liquor. Give me liquor, liquor. She want me liquor, liquor. She want me. She said I don't want no man, no companion. I leave her on the stress. I put it on a shelf. I don't want no crew. Right now it's me and you. So if the liquor done, buy another one. Hey, liquor. She want me liquor. She said I don't drink hard. Oh, liquor in my glass. Liquor. She want me liquor. I want it on the rocks. Oh, liquor in my cup. Liquor in the morning when I'm leaving home. Liquor in the evening when I'm going on road. Liquor in the nighttime when I'm going online. She said bring more liquor. I drink it anytime. Sweet babe, so hold back on me tonight. Give me liquor, give me liquor. Liquor is my only vice. Give me liquor, don't back on me tonight. Give me liquor, give me liquor. Liquor is my only vice. Give me liquor, give me liquor. Give me liquor, give me liquor. Give me liquor, liquor. She want me liquor, liquor. She want me, liquor in the morning when I'm leaving home. Liquor in the evening when I'm going on road. Liquor in the nighttime when I'm going online. She said bring more liquor. I drink it anytime. Sweet babe, so hold back on me tonight. Give me liquor, give me liquor. Liquor is my only vice.
Show. Fueling your day with the best music and real talk.
Yeah. Get familiar. Leka. Give me Leka. You know the carnival season is coming, right? Yeah, we can have fun. But trust me, close. So that is my song for 2026, 2027. Yeah, it's called Liquor. Much liquor. That is what we want. Liquor. We're going on the boat with plenty liquor. Yeah. Hey everybody, good morning to you, and of course welcome, and of course welcome to the second hour of the breakfast show on this Friday morning. Yeah, as we open the doors to the weekend, you know it's going to be a fantastic, incredible one. You know, make it what you want it to be, and just enjoy it. All right. Thanks to all of the early risers, those that came in early, and of course all those that came in along the way. Thank you very much for making the breakfast show your choice. Monday to Friday, we are here from 6 a.m. until 9 a.m. Wendell Stephen, Richard Ragobarasing, and of course yours truly, Sir Charles. Good morning to the Gael family. Remember, you're picking up Gael and Amplio, and also Flow at 107, right? But when you can't find us on the Gael feed, or you don't see us on our social media platforms, because we carry the talk shows. Yeah, we carry the talk shows on the platform. When we play music, everybody want to block the channel. So when you don't see us there, come across to netradiott.com. That's nettradiott.com. And as we go into the weekend, you listen to us all day, every day, because we stream 24 hours a day, you know. Yeah, 24 hours. So follow, like, subscribe all our social media pages. So whether it is Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, and our WhatsApp channel, where you will be able to get that link for the funeral. Go to our WhatsApp channel. It is Net Radio Trinidad. Easy branding for you. All our platforms, Net Radio Trinidad. Like, subscribe, put your footprint on it. Yeah, put your thumbprint on it. Also, whichever one of the browsers you're using to listen to us online, whether it is TuneIn, Online Radio Box, Simple Radio, Radio Garden, MyTuner, you know. I mean, you can listen to us at Net Radio Trinidad, and of course all your smart devices. Just tell them play Net Radio Trinidad or play NETT Radio Trinidad. Right, Alexa? Cool. So our morning poll is up, and according to Sprangalang, Cultural Sprangalang, dumpling is a useless food. So if you feel dumpling is a useless food, vote 1. If you feel it is not a useless food, you're voting 2. I think I have that right. I hope I ain't mixing up the thing. And when we come back, we'll tell you how you voted, right? People, remember the Colorway Cruise is on. Yes, we are down to the wire right about now. Next week, Saturday, we are on board the Island Royalty. We're inviting everybody, all of you, and you. I hope by now you get your ticket. Yeah, I hope by now you get your ticket, right? And of course, don't forget, if you're not going on the cruise, still support us by purchasing a ticket or two. You can always give it to your friend, your family, your neighbor who want to come on cruise, yeah? But get your tickets and get ready for next week, Saturday.
All aboard! Calling all you Net Radio listeners and fans. It's time to pack your cooler, gather your cruise. Join us on Net Radio Halloween Cooler Crew in red, white, and black. On board the luxurious Island Royalty, Saturday, 15th of August, boarding at 7 p.m. from Harcourt's Shagaramas. We sail at 8 p.m. sharp. Enjoy Enjoy great music all night long from your favorite net DJs: Sir Charles, CJ, Mr. Flavor, Doc International, RJ, and Fluffman.
Tell you you's a big dancer. Come show
Early
them who's a
bird
big
tickets are
dancer.
just $200. After $250. Get your tickets now at Crosby in St. James, Rumba, St. James, Bobby's Bar in Kure, Fats International in Arima, K Square Fashions at C3 Center, West Mall and Eastgate Mall, and all net DJs. No glass bottles allowed. Bring your coolers, bring your crews, and let's celebrate together. Net Radio, Halloween, Hula Cruise, Saturday, August the 15th, aboard the Island Royalty. For information, call 638-2609 or 497-7173. Halloween, on the sea.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Flavor Entertainment Services, your one-stop premium entertainment service provider. We offer top-tier, best-in-class karaoke and DJ services for your private events, sports bars and lounge. Let us help make your birthday parties, weddings, anniversaries, and corporate special events memorable and special. Call us now at 462-2029. We provide more than just music. We create memories that last.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
All right, everybody. Good morning to you once again. Welcome back.
Yeah. So Charles, I will have to take action. I had to send you a pre-action protocol letter. Because did you know that I had proposed the name Liquor Box for Rumbox?
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the first name. That was the name I had proposed. But
You know,
some
I
people,
would not be surprised that you would choose a name like that, Liquor Box. And I suppose half of them must say, nah.
No.
I suppose half of them must say, nah, Wendell.
It made sense that if you're selling liquor, you want to, instead of Rumbox, in Liquor Box. But
Liquor Box. I can imagine what Harpo must tell you. Harpo must say, Wendell, look, keep your private life.
And he wasn't me, He wasn't me. He just cuss stink. I don't curse. He and the next one just curse bad. And I don't curse. But it just had a nice ring to it, It rolled off your tongue, Liquor Box,
Liquor Box. But only got familiar with the liquor, all right? Yeah. And go up on YouTube and look for it. Look for Sir Charles and you will see liquor.
Mm-hmm. Are we waiting on your political commentaries?
No, I ain't doing that this year. I ain't doing that.
You ain't doing that?
No. It's for one, it's too much hard work. And the only
it has so much to sing about what's going on, Sir Charles.
It's still hard work. It's still a lot. I ain't doing no political commentary this year.
Oh, God.
It's very short.
Only see how the silence Sir Charles and all, right? Only watch good, eh? Only see how the silence Sir Charles.
No, I'm not doing no commentary this year. Right. If that's the case, I behaving like all the other Calypsonian when the other people in power. Yeah. I behaving like Pink Panther and them. Oh.
I blame you, now, boy. I blame you. Blame you.
Yeah. And you know what? The only time you get you hear it is if you get in a tent. It's a dog fight to get in a tent.
But anyway, lots of votes on this.
I might change my mind now, Wendell. I might change my mind.
You might change.
Yeah.
We look forward to your presentation. One way here. You could sing in favor of the government. Nothing wrong with that. You could sing about you're happy for all the police posts and all the ID and all the SOE and thing. You could put a positive spin on that if you want.
Yeah,
you never know.
I know if I will, they ain't gonna like me anyhow, Titan. So that's all right. That's not what it's supposed to be. You ain't doing thing because you want nobody to like you. So.
Anyway, lots of people are agreeing with me this morning that dumpling is a useless food.
So that's people who saying one.
Yeah, people are saying one.
All right.
Hundreds of people voted one this morning.
Hey, let me play with Spangalang say and chain up Wendell with it. You understand? It's our Let's Laugh segment anyhow, and Let's Laugh just come out after 8 o'clock, but we're doing it early because of the
do
right?
it. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
As I hear, let me tell all of this one time. I ain't saying nothing for dinner because you know me is not up talk. When you're living in a country where a blind man with a cane and a gun could hands up a man and rob him, and they could charge a blind man for robbery, you know you're in trouble. It's a mad country. A big fat woman come in the customs the other day, and she passport fall. When she bent down to pick it up, they charge she for 400 pounds of crack. Problems with this country. That is not what I want to complain about. What I want to complain about is certain things that masquerading as culture. I always used to thought that fowl foot and crab was the two most useless food in the world, because the amount of work you just have to do for the amount of meat you get, there is no compensation. You eat a crab for 4 hours, and if you eat that alone, when you're done, you're still hungry and vexed, and all the roof of your mouth joke up. Well, don't talk about fowl foot. Fowl foot is the only thing when you chew it to get meat, when you spit out, you're spitting out all the way was supposed to swallow too. And I tell myself it's the worst food, but that was natural food. In the midst of all that, somebody invent dumpling. The most useless food ever invented have to be dumpling. It have no nutritional value. Flour, salt, and water. Made by a man in the Wrigley's family. You just two till your jawbone and them unhook, and nothing do happen. Dumpling is also a juvenile delinquent of food. If you have a soup with dumpling in it, when the soup cool, it make a skin at the top. When you throw a dumpling in your mouth, it's still burn in your mouth. You don't care about temperature for the rest of the soup. If dumpling stand up. A dumpling also know the anthem, because don't care how you chew it and you swallow it, it does hear the anthem when it reach your throat and stand up right there on your chest. If you're using a shallow plate and you're eating a dumpling, from the time you choke at it so, it just dive out the plate. The world's worst. I hope that the man who invent dumpling on death row is the worst. As a matter of fact, Terra telling me the other night, the uncle get a blacksmith to make teeth for him, and dumpling mash up all the teeth. Dumpling also have no regard for what are wrong it. If you eat a dumpling and you start to chew it, the only way to get it down, you have to drink water. Don't care if it's soup, don't care what it in. And on top of that, people that sell you crab and dumpling. Them should be charged. Anyway, let me I just wanted to make sure you understand this damn thing with the vex. I've gone to Tobago to tell me we have dumpling and crab. After me working so hard, I just come to MC a show.
I so agree with Spangalang. It's a useless food.
My word. All right. So all I heard from Spangalang, and you hear what Wendell say, right? But I mean, crab, dumpling, and fowl foot.
Imagine that in one bowl. My God.
Now, I must admit, he makes some good points, sir.
But of course,
in trying to eat those things, But strange enough, out of the three, I mean, I love two of them. Yeah, I love crab. I love dumpling. I like fowl foot. Not as much as I used to like it when I was a child. Yeah.
The foods are pointless. All this sort of crab thing. Well, I'm allergic to crab, but when you think about the concept of eating crab, what you actually get, you're sucking, God alone knows what. Because crab is a next bottom feeder. Well, you know what? As a child, we used to mind crab. Myself and my cousin. We used to feed the crab.
Yeah.
When the baby, well, back then was diaper dirty, empty the diaper. What do you think diaper? And that crab eating that,
Of course.
Crabs are one of the most despicable thing on planet Earth. How people eat that?
I don't know, but I love it.
And then what chicken foot? Go now and watch and see what chicken walking in. What they walking in their own feces all day.
You're cleaning it, one tail.
You eating that?
Yes.
And what you getting from that? How people can eat these things?
Yeah, and then they chop the bone.
And then dumpling, as Prangalang say, it like it here any anthem hold it, stand up on your chest.
And sometimes, I mean, I remember trying to cut a dumpling really and truly with a crab and dumpling in this one, and the dumpling ready when I in Tobago has a big cornmeal dumpling to it, and dumpling tasted real good. But when I press down on the spoon now, the dumpling skid, and it gone through with the sauce, skid on the plate, on the table. So I have some good memories of what Sprang was talking about. That was you have a point, but only to a certain point, because at the end of it all the difficulties in eating it, it's good.
Sprang say, I hope the man will invent dumpling on death row.
Yeah, crab and dumpling. He said, man will invent crab and dumpling. You hope he on death row. People, what do you want to think about it? Right? Call us at 281-1315-299-5156. All right. All you heard Spangalang, all you see what is going on with the poll. Give us a call. Crab, dumpling, and fowl food. But we more or less dealing with the dumpling.
We're dealing with dumpling today because we know dumpling is a staple in most homes.
Boy.
I think the easiest food a woman who don't feel to cook, she just throw some flour in her pot, as she say, flour, salt, and water, and that's it. Eat that.
Yeah, eat that. You put that with some corned beef. You put that with some if you get a little gravy going down the road with something. Yeah, you get a little salt fish. Anyhow, let's go to the lines. Caller, good morning.
Hey, Charles. Morning, Wendell. Morning.
Everybody.
But why all that cussing dumpling so?
Wendell and Sprang.
Yeah, I never seen more dumpling or with anything. Dumpling, staple in my house.
And that's true, you know.
I love dumpling with anything. And it can't be plain dumpling. I don't get me no white flour dumpling. It has to be with cornmeal, cassava, or coconuts. Not white flour dumpling. And when I make my dumpling, it is a knife and fork food. Because you can't stick a fork and it was just put on plates. So it can't be soapy.
Yeah,
Nothing soapy.
Yeah.
And you know something? Even though I might buy a bowl of soup outside, I always tell them, hey, watch, put provision, don't put no dumpling at all. Because they don't use cornmeal or anything, and then they make it like chewing gum. I carry that at all. So I say, no dumpling in my pot.
Nah, don't buy soup by that man again.
No
buy soup by here again. He ain't good.
No, not one person. No, nobody puts anything except your white flour and dumpling and making it soft.
Nah, I have some place I can carry that I will carry for soup, don't worry.
Okay, but the thing is, I ain't buying it again because me want to put outside so. Because then we set up for salty thing, there's good people. But you know, the next thing with all the talk about crab and then all the talk about the next one, all the fall food. You understand? Wendell, is underneath the part of the foot, the nice thick part, when that boil by itself, it like glue, it gluey.
Yeah, that's good for the back.
That is collagen, collagen that you'll be requiring, Wendell. I tell you, the toes and the nail, you know how to do that?
No, you're cutting off that.
They cut off that and they cut off this piece. So we used to mind fault, they're walking all kind of mess. And we cleaning it and we eating it.
Yes.
Everything I get big.
Are you mad, yeah? No, there's something I will refuse to eat.
The pig foot, the pig foot too. I like all them things because that's what I grew up on and it's healthy and strong. Good to go.
You understand? Okay, no problem.
Bye-bye.
Dumpling. 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 Just think about it. It's useless. Just think about that dumpling.
No, it's not useless. It has so many different ways you could do this dumpling thing, Wendell.
Nobody never do it the way I want it, which is no.
It's your mischievous, yes. You can't please them, you know. Hey, Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning, Sir Charles, Wendell, and Richard. Yes, I like it. It could be plain. You can have coconut in it. It could have corn. You can have anything in it. I love my dumpling. Only thing is, I used to eat crab. Use this one on my lip. But when I started to get obsessed stomach, I cut off crab. But my twin sister, Susie, she does eat crab.
Isn't she greedy?
She did anything with shell food, she didn't. But I can't eat shell food. I allergic to that now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm a dumpling. Anything with dumpling. I'm a chicken foot. Yeah, I like chicken foot.
Right.
Especially in this house.
Chicken foot sauce. Who invented that, boy?
Underneath part, wherever, underneath body food, wherever machine, with the cleaning of that.
Yeah.
Clean it off properly and season it well. You're on point.
Yeah. And then they're cooking that, what kind of hot water, man, you're killing anything with it.
Exactly. What you mean? That the hot water and kill all the bacteria already.
Yes.
Them food, Sansu. Them food is for when woman.
I saw somebody coming on the boat cruise with corn, with chicken foot sauce.
Somebody put sauce in the cooler. Yeah.
Them food, the only memories thanks Susan. Them food is for when woman vex with man. That is what it is cooked. Chicken foot and dumpling. That is when woman vex with man. They just cook them thing. I know that.
Ladies, all you need to defend on yourself. When
woman vex with man, they just cook them thing.
Yeah. You know, it come like Zandali. When the man family come, you're cooking all the nice part of the chicken and give him the food for to eat.
and let me face it, when we grew up, and nobody used to cook chicken foot, somewhere along the line, somebody invented this thing about chicken foot and started using it. But as a child growing up, the foot and the neck, sometimes they used to throw it away. No family used to cook that.
Yeah, but they said a lot of those things came through slavery, you know. But let me take this. Yeah, I will tell you what I heard about it. Right? Hold on a minute. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sister Charles and Wendell and Housing. I want to start off by saying condolences to that person you all showed there. You know,
Carol.
Seems like just part of the team, Carol Joy, right? I just want to say to the family, condolences. It will be very, very tough for them. I know how it is to lose a family member. So I just want to put that on the table, yeah. Nice, look like a very nice, pleasant person. I also want to say that, hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Billy.
I also want to say that with the discussion at hand, you agree with Dublin and useless food. I got too passionate again now as I get into the 60s. But I remember working in Tobago and there was a lady called Miss Trim. I think she passed just about 2 weeks ago.
Miss Trim
one of her
passed.
sons was in the army with me. And I remember him saying, if you just say what you say about crab and dumpling in Tobago.
When they can't go to Tobago and make that statement.
You have a right to stop me because most of people, I mean, visitors and all kinds of lines up to get that Miss Trim. Crab and dumpling. When you're laughing, but sure.
I know. Yeah, she was popular for that.
You want mad crab and dumpling? So I am saying, I have to say, I eat so much crab and dumpling down my store in Tobago when I was working at Trinidad. So I had to say that one I give a pass on that. You all bring it back and this and was very, very good. Alright guys, you all have a good weekend.
Yeah.
See you all on the 15th. Definitely on the comment.
Okay, no worries. Very much, Mr. Billy.
Yeah.
Morning to Miss Sampson. I understand she passed by Rumbox yesterday to purchase the ticket for Mr. Grant. And I think she also left a donation for a small donation for the station. We'll use it for another ticket. Thanks, Miss Sampson. All right.
Thank you very much,
If you're
Miss
listening,
Sampson. Appreciate
you know what's another useless food? Another food I don't like at all and have never eaten it. And as a matter of fact, if it ever end up in a meal that I purchase, like, you know, sometimes you buy a meal that people selling, but it's already prepared and they put callaloo in it. Well, that had to go. Wherever it touches on, it had to go. So if they rested on part of the rice, that part of the rice had to go to out of my bowl.
Callaloo.
Yeah, I don't like callaloo at all.
But you like healthy food, boy?
Yeah, okay, and I'm healthy still. I ain't eat none of them things and I'm healthy still.
This man don't know healthy food, people.
It's all right. Callaloo, does look like it's something that coming out instead of it going in. Callaloo is throw away.
Hey, help me here. Say hello, good morning, caller.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, caller.
Morning to Charles and good morning, Wendell.
Morning.
Morning.
I'm really surprised to hear that you don't like dumpling. I totally agree with Frank Alan. Wendell, there are so many types of dumplings. You have pumpkin dumpling, you have coconut dumpling, you have cornmeal dumpling, you have cassava dumpling, all different kinds of dumplings. As you see the crab, I'm not in the crab dish. But I hope since you talk about crab in that way, I hope you do it more. Because
I do it.
The biggest scavenger in the world, they eat. Boy, you the same thing the crab eating, they eating that. They eating human beings. They eating
everything.
No, let's not eat it too. But yeah, no, when they eat a hand, it's nothing that eat.
He just pretentious, don't take it on. He pretentious.
No, I don't.
Oh, I don't eat this, I don't eat that, I don't eat this, and he don't eat that, and eating all kind of stinkless otherwise. As a pretentiousness, anytime you say, oh, I don't eat chicken foot, who invent chicken foot? Chicken foot centuries old. Centuries old mankind eating chicken foot. Africa, Asia, all over the world, Latin America eating chicken foot. Oh, I don't eat chicken foot because they're stepping on the ground. What else is step on the ground? Pig, cow.
Richard, hold on. Go ahead, caller.
It actually has collagen. Wendell, you need to eat some serious. Just put it in the pressure cooker and press it comes soft. You're chewing the bones, boy. Your back need that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yes. Okay, thanks very much, caller. When you hear that, your back needed. Your back needed. Hold 1 minute, guys. Hold 1 minute. Don't say nothing yet. Hold on. Caller, good morning.
Hey, morning. Morning, everyone.
Mrs. R.
Good morning, Mrs. R.
Morning, my love. Morning, my love. My breath, my everything. Good morning, Rich. Good morning, Wendell.
Morning.
What you said, Wendell?
No, I ain't said it. No, listen.
Oh. Anyhow, I agree with you. I don't eat any of those foods at all. Like most things, I agree with you. Kalu, yuck. Dumpling, yuck. Chicken foot, horrible. And something else, you say crab. Oh my God, Jesus.
Crab.
Yeah, most things I don't eat on the contrary, so I'm a bit strange when it comes to those foods or whatever. But anyhow, I really just want to say good morning to you guys. And yes, it is a terrible loss, with Carl. She really, really was a nice person. And of course, to my family, to her family, condolences. And of course, she was forever remain in our hearts. Wendell, you're a lovely person in terms of, gathering us and making that bond, CJ, Mr. Abadi, Rena, hope all is well as well with you. And of course, all the callers and the listeners, it is a sad feeling, but amongst all the sadness, the laughter from you guys I really appreciate it. So as I prepare to go and get cracking this morning, I just want to send my love to you guys. Everyone keep safe. Hugs and kisses, and Rich, bigger hugs and kisses for you. Mwah.
Right now, we join
Sir
up.
Charles, I love your song too. I forgot, Sir Charles. I really like your song.
Thank you very much.
I was like, who's the small islander singing this song, boy? I was curious, I thought it was somebody from one of the little islands, and I'm singing this song. And then when you said that's my composition, I was like, oh my God, Sir Charles, but you're same thing.
Yeah.
So, good job.
Thanks a lot.
And
greatly appreciate it.
Talking up. All right, love you guys. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could be a host. She could be a host on Live at Lunch. I love your song. It sounds so good.
Behave yourself.
And Richard?
Don't drag me into that, please. Don't drag me into that.
Misery like company. That's all right.
That's some good boy. You gonna make it?
Yeah, you're gonna be a star.
All right, yes. All this time next year I'll be in Toronto. I and Corey and Kes on the stage.
Yeah, Corey, go and leave Kes for you.
Yeah. Corey gonna be a song, man.
Anyhow, let's close up the poll and let's continue to talk about this dumpling thing. So I want to give all the results.
Yeah, sure. Morning, Gloria, Charles Pantin. Long time no hear from. All right, so we had lots of chat on the poll this morning. Lots of chat. Look at chat. I tell all you dumpling and chicken foot is when your wife, the woman, vex with you. Anytime you're eating that, right now, die when your wife vex with you. Do you agree that dumplings are a useless food item? Our poll this morning, 21% of you totally agreed with myself and sprang around. Well done. Smart 21%. And 79%.
But
and 79% said no. 79% of you vex. All the women who vote on this is when they vex with the man. Who agree with this?
Nah, when the vex just cook our rice and corned beef.
Well, that too, That was one. That was another one. But I actually used to eat that. I used to love that.
Yeah. And rice quicker to cook than dumpling, eh?
Yeah. Whenever I go downstairs and I look in the pot and I see spaghetti and dumpling, I don't know my wife vexed. So I just used to go up and I tell people I grew up with 5 sisters and in St. James I never starve. Nah, I can't starve. So you could be vexed with me how much you want when you cook your spaghetti and your dumpling. That's your business. I gonna need else. Me ain't taking you on.
If I go by anybody right now, I going for soup. Whether after the party, I'm going for corn soup, or on a Saturday, I'm going for soup. in Arima or anywhere else, you understand? I come quite a river for soup, you know. Yeah, I go quite down in the back of Samp and get my soup. Yeah. I'm telling you. And my thing is, hey, put plenty dumpling inside that.
You know how long I go buy dog for soup when?
Well, I went the other day. Dog know me good. Dog is actually on my thing, my container marked no dumplings in. Wendell, no dumplings. He's marked no dumplings. So he know me so good. No dumpling. You could give me green fig, you could give me yam, you could give me arrows, you could give me anything else. And potato. Do not put dumpling in my soup. I will throw it away.
And some okra. Put 2 young okra inside there too.
I want that slimy thing either.
Papa, so you making out with no ammunition, but
No. It has certain things that going in my mouth that I will find another way again.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sir Charles, Richard, and Wendell. Wendell don't know slime bag, even slime berry. I'm going on that road.
Yeah, that went already.
Oh Lord.
I'm going on
What
that
happened
road.
this morning?
Anyway, I eat my dumpling. Any way you cook it, I eat in it. That is one of Trinidad best food. You understand? It is not useless. If that is the only thing you have in your cupboard, flour, and a piece of gas here, or you're hungry, you'll mix that so quick and boil it.
I'm telling
You
you.
understand? Don't worry.
Now I tell you,
You understand?
when women vex with man, they just cook them things.
Wendell, Sir Charles, I feel Wendell got a piece of left hand dumpling.
But then the next thing, we ain't talk about that yet, a left hand dumpling.
Excuse me for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
A piece of left hand.
Yeah.
You try to hold him, but you couldn't hold no more. It started to get weak.
Tie foot.
You couldn't hold that grip.
Yeah.
And next thing on the poll, you should ask, would you eat left hand dumpling or sweat rice? But then you wouldn't know.
Hey, well then you wouldn't know how you're gonna have nobody don't tell you that.
But let me say after the fact you get to find out.
Well, after, you don't eat it already.
You do a poll around that. You do a poll around that. Sweat rice and left hand dumpling.
Oh Lord. All right, Suzanne. No problem.
You have a blessed one.
Look what Suzanne want to bring in the equation this morning. Oh my gosh. Caller, good morning. Caller, you left. You're gone. All right. Call us back. 281-131-529-9515. I mean, I will take I mean, the only thing I with crab, if I'm going out somewhere, you know, I go to the restaurant, I might not order crab. But if I'm home, or like if I'm relaxing in Tobago, yeah, crab. Yeah. Richard, you say something? Okay. Caller, good morning.
Well, gentlemen, North Virginia,
front and center.
Hey, you know what, Wendell? Everything you say there, even as little boys, yeah, we didn't feel that way. But I'll tell you something, I ended up in an HR incident where I having my meal, man, and my buddy, when we were in the biotech industry, my buddy from Ghana, he looked down in my plate and he telling the rest of the folks, you can tell he's the descendants of slaves. And I'm like, what? So I said, I can see that your descendants meant my descendants slaves. Well, the next thing you know, Miss Maureen called me, boy, I went, go to the HR, right? But then she realized, hey, I don't want to come in the middle of no tribal conflict here because better sense prevailed, you know? And she had us both there together, you know? And I said, look, it was just a joke, you know? But he come over my food and he telling me about, looking at my plate, you can tell I'm a descendant of slaves. And it wasn't even foul foot. It wasn't corgi. I never eat them thing. I never cause everything you say there. I seen chicken walking all over the place. Why eating that for, right? But me and my brother used to have a little joke. When we get, when they cook thing with foul foot and stuff, and my mother did it, and we used to go, black people food. There's a little song we sing, and my mother hit him one slap in the mouth, and we stopped that nonsense.
Done that.
Because, right, she say, you eat it or you don't eat it, right? So next thing you know, one day I walk in and I say, oh God, someone look like a foot in there. And I just go, I say again, oh, slave thing for food. And next thing you know, my brother like he's shaking his head, no. all I feel is one sharp pain in
Boy,
my lower back. I mean, she meant from a bottom, but she get me good. And from that day on, we whisper that song to each other because at least my dad or somebody else used to eat it.
Yeah,
You know?
don't talk out
But
loud.
anyway.
Don't talk out loud with them thing at all. Nah.
No, we didn't do that at all. But at least the HR person, she saw sense prevail. She realizes Ashanti versus Zulu, you know, and she realized she want to get him in that culture thing, and next thing the company gets sued, you know, and you know who was the Zulu, right? Anyway, guys.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. Yeah, they say a lot of the foods, things like the same dumpling and fowl foot and those other things, cow heel, oxtail, all those different things. They say those were things that master didn't used to eat and used to throw away, or used to pass it on to the slaves to eat. But of course they could have well cook, so they started to cook up the thing and start to make the thing taste good. And eventually, you know what? Master started to like it. That's why it's so expensive now. Hello, good morning.
Hey, hello, morning.
Morning, Trin City.
Morning. Richard, go from you don't eat this, you don't eat that, but you eat all kind of things.
All kind of things.
Don't worry, them.
All kind of things that go kill him faster.
Yeah.
You don't eat this, you don't eat that. But listen, I hear some kind of dumpling name. It's a flat dumpling. It's a square dumpling. It's a round dumpling. It's a cow tongue dumpling.
Yeah.
You know all about dumpling?
Yeah. We know all of them. I tell you, that's a real dumpling lover, you know.
I see men cook dumpling in coconut milk and uku. And they put crab in it. I see man put coconut milk with chicken foot in it and kalalu in it. They call it yaba.
Yes. Yes.
So when I don't know who woman was that to say she only gave that. Because I know people put all kind of cornmeal, all kind of cassava, all kind of things, wheat, all kind of dumpling away.
I'm telling you.
But the crab thing, I don't like crab. It's too hard to eat, but crab too hard to eat.
Yeah, that patience with crab.
Yeah, the bite and suck.
Yeah, I never like crab.
Yeah.
When you need to get some good crab soup, boy.
Crab.
With some
crab. So I'm allergic to crab. So it's not even so much that I don't like it.
I'm allergic to crab now, but you don't eat it. But look at another thing.
Crab soup?
Shrimps.
Yeah.
And shrimps and crab do the same thing, you see.
For real.
I can't eat either one. I
love all of them. Thanks, Mr. Patrick. Yeah. Caller, good morning.
And oysters.
Yeah, I don't like crab at all.
That's another thing I can't eat, oysters.
Yeah.
Good morning, Sir Charles, Richard, and Wendell.
Morning, Zena.
Yes, morning. May I first send out my deepest condolences to the family of Carol. May she soar with the angels. I'm sorry I'll miss the funeral because I already had plans and ticket buy for in Tobago. So I'm coming down this weekend. So I'm very, very sad about that.
Yeah.
What I want to say is that you see, Wendell, that you want to stay single, because no woman can handle you with them kind of story.
You know that?
What woman cook their husband supposed to eat it?
What?
And those are good foods you're talking about there. You're too damn picky. Everything you don't like, even callaloo, so Wendell, you don't eat okra.
Not really. I don't really like it. I can't say that I like it.
This time.
Yeah. That go save him having to go and use the blue pill.
You give me trouble, yes? And Miss Jean was one of the favorite ones too for the crab and dumpling in Tobago. But as Miss Gabby said, there are so many things you could put in the plain flour to make it nice. Corn flour, cornmeal, cassava flour. You make up a nice dumpling. I like it thin. Some people like to make some big tofu dumpling.
Yeah, the cow tongue dumpling.
I can't handle that. You understand? I like my dumpling. I don't eat too much of it now, but I love it. And as for my chicken fit sauce, oh God, well, I just have to hide to eat it from my husband. That one of the Tata high to eat. He can't handle it at all and to see how I just go down it. Oh God. It would have seen please. So I decide in my room and eat my chicken foot sauce.
Right.
What do you mean, Zina? Zina? What do you mean you just go down it? What do you mean you just go down it?
To cook food for you.
You don't bring the food up to your mouth, eat it?
Meat and man, give me a break.
You don't bring you people who eat, you bring the food to your mouth, you don't go down it.
Me at the funeral.
All right, Zina, no problem. Yeah.
What she mean she's good on? How she's good on it? And she's at a high condition.
No, when you enjoy anything and you really enjoy anything, you're going down on it. I mean, you have
You're bringing the food to your mouth?
A big cup or a big bowl, and you sit down with your bowl and you're going down on your bowl. Yeah.
Some food you have to go down on.
No, I don't know. I know of no such food. And somebody asked me what I eat when I go to Africa. Lamb. Africa have some of the nicest lamb. Well, most of the places that I went is how I should put it, Muslim oriented, right? But they use a lot of lamb. Egypt is Muslims, Senegal is Muslim. So they use a lot of lamb. So it's only in Ghana. Anything that run in, anything that live in, they just eat.
All right, let's take this call as we go for news. Miss Sampson.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
I love dumpling, but it must be finger joint size. I must be able to take it up with a fork.
Right.
This cattle tongue thing where you have to cut, that just turned me off because it's just long and rough. But if it cut
What
up
is that?
nice and small, I would eat it. But Wendell, you ever eat tripe or the pig
No.
gut?
No, I don't eat pudding either.
At all.
Pudding is the next thing I don't like at all.
I don't like tripe at all.
You eat pudding, Richard?
I find eating tripe is look scornful.
Yeah. Any food that looking like it should be coming out instead of going in, I can eat it.
Yeah. Well, boy, I mean, I like tripe in soup also. So I just eat everything, and I love pudding. You see, like right now, like right now, for breakfast, I could do with some good pudding right now.
Nah.
I gotta wait till the pudding man come out.
Blood, not so?
Later on, wherever it is, I love it. So I was a child eating that. There was a lady in Barataria where I grew up there, Miss Thelma on 8th Street in Barataria. Anybody know Miss Thelma? And her grandchildren right between 2nd and 3rd Avenue on 8th Street there. Boy, Miss Thelma was a real pudding queen, boy. Yeah, man. You see the line to go by Miss Thelma for pudding. Sometimes you see man sitting all on the car waiting, eating. Miss Thelma had it going on. Yeah.
We grew up in St. James with a famous pudding place, but I heard they were originally from South. Charlie's Pudding.
Charlie's.
They used to be right close to the Royal Castle is there in that area. Charlie's Pudding. That's what we grew up with. But I never liked pudding. They used to have a man too selling it in a pigtail bucket in St. James. Oh.
Yeah, man. But Charlie's Pudding, they're not around anymore.
I think I'm not sure, I know. But they used to be in St. James.
I know they're in South for sure.
Yeah. The original.
I don't mind pudding. I don't be in the mood to eat pudding, but I don't mind pudding if I'm in the mood to eat it. But it's not something I will always be rushing to. No. But if I'm in the mood, I could eat pudding.
Okay. Yeah. All right, guys, we're going for the news at 8 o'clock. Stay with us here on The Breakfast Show, people. When we come back, we'll continue to take your calls. So many other things to talk about, right? So just stay with us.
The news you need, the clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is Net Radio News Now.
This is News Now on Net Radio and Guile TV. I am Derek McMillan. Thank you for joining us. Prime Minister Kamla Persad Bissessar is calling on citizens to play a greater role in reducing crime, saying public safety is a shared responsibility and not solely the job of the police and security forces. In a Facebook post, the Prime Minister said, while gang-related murders continue to decline, Too mmany lives are still being lost because of anger, revenge, and domestic disputes. She urged citizens to exercise restraint during conflicts, saying that walking away from a confrontation can prevent tragedy and save lives. Prasad Bisesar also appealed for compassion and non-violence, ending her message by encouraging citizens to let love have the last word. Her comments come days after government announced plans to establish 30 joint army and police posts across the country. Serious questions have been raised over the approval process for pharmaceuticals after a parliamentary committee heard that 365 drugs were registered with only one recorded instance of involvement by the Drug Advisory Committee. The Public Administration and Appropriations Committee also heard that state agency NIPDEC applied 27 times for special permission to import pharmaceuticals, despite officials maintaining it is not a direct importer of medicines. Committee Chairman Jagdeo Singh questioned how hundreds of pharmaceuticals could have been registered without documented recommendations from the Drug Advisory Committee, saying the committee is a key safeguard in the approval process. Health Ministry officials were unable to explain the missing records or why NIPDEC sought the import approvals, with the committee indicating further scrutiny of the process will continue. Caribbean Airlines carried more than 66,800 passengers on the domestic air bridge between Trinidad and Tobago in July, after increasing flights to meet higher demand during the peak summer travel season. The airline says additional services were introduced to boost seat capacity, supporting travel by families, business travelers, residents, and visitors, while helping Tobago's tourism sector during the busy holiday period. Acting Chief Executive Officer Varma Kilawan described the domestic air bridge as a vital economic and social link between the two islands, and reaffirmed the airline's commitment to providing a safe, reliable, and dependable service. Caribbean Airlines says it will continue to monitor passenger demand and adjust its schedule when necessary to maintain reliable service throughout the summer travel season. Tobago Chief Secretary Farley Augustine is calling on political leaders in Trinidad and Tobago to show greater restraint and maturity as concerns grow over rising racial tensions. Speaking at a stakeholder meeting in Lowlands, Augustine warned that racial division threatens national unity, the economy, tourism, and investor confidence. He urged citizens and politicians to focus on the country's shared challenges rather than racial differences. The meeting, organized by Tobago Muslim community leader Camille Ali, brought together religious leaders, civil society representatives, and senior security officials to discuss the issue. Augustine said Tobago's priority is to avoid being drawn into political conflict, while other stakeholders called for healing and dialogue, including a meeting between Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bisesar and opposition leader Penelope Beckles. In crime news, 3 people are before the courts and 5 others are in police custody following separate anti-crime operations in Trinidad and Tobago. A 29-year-old cashier was granted $85,000 bail, while 2 Venezuelan nationals were remanded after being charged with stealing almost $19,000 worth of merchandise from a Marabella supermarket. Police say CCTV footage allegedly showed the employees removing goods without authorization. Meanwhile, in Tobago, 2 people were arrested after police seized a Glock pistol, ammunition, more than 2 kilograms of cannabis, cocaine, cash, and other items during an intelligence-led operation in Canaan. In South Trinidad, 3 men, including 2 supermarket security guards, were also arrested after police allegedly found illegal firearms during separate anti-crime exercises in Labray, Faizabad, and along the Sir Solomon Huchoy Highway. Investigations into all the incidents are continuing. Finally, U.S. President Donald Trump has denied reports that the United States is facing a shortage of military munitions, insisting the country has ample supplies and is continuing to manufacture more weapons. Trump also vowed to pursue long prison sentences for anyone found responsible for leaking classified information about the nation's weapons stockpiles. The comments come as reports suggest the U.S. has used large quantities of precision missiles during the conflict with Iran, raising questions about the pace at which those weapons can be replaced. The Pentagon has dismissed claims of a shortage, while Iran says its domestically produced weapons leave it prepared to respond to any threat. analysts note that although the United States still maintains significant stockpiles, replenishing advanced missile systems can take months or even years. And that is Net Radio News at this time.
That was news now. Stay informed with New Era TT Radio. Net Radio.
All aboard! Calling all you Net Radio listeners and fans. It's time to pack your cooler, gather your crews. Join us on Net Radio. Net Radio Halloween Cooler Crew in red, white, and black. On board the luxurious Island Royalty, Saturday, 15th of August, boarding at 7 p.m. from Hardcuts Shagaramas. We sail at 8 p.m. sharp. Enjoy great music all night long from your favorite net DJs, Sir Charles, CJ, Mr. Flavor, Doc International, RJ, and Fluffman.
Tell you you's a big dancer. Come show
Early
them who's a
bird
big
tickets
dancer.
are just $200 after $250. Get your tickets now at Crosby in St. James, Rumba, St. James, Bobby's Bar in Crep, Fats International in Arima, K Square Fashions at C3 Center, West Mall and Eastgate Mall, and all net DJs. No glass bottles allowed. Bring your coolers, bring your crews, and let's celebrate together. Net Radio, Halloween Cooler Crew, Saturday, August the 15th, aboard the Island Royalty. For information, call 638-2609 or 497-7173. Halloween on the sea.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Flavor Entertainment Services, your one-stop premium entertainment service provider. We offer top-tier, best-in-class karaoke and DJ services for your private events, sports bars and lounge. Let us help make your birthday parties, weddings, anniversaries, and corporate special events memorable and special. Call us now at 462-2029. We provide more than just music. We create memories that last.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
Yeah. Liquor. What we liquor?
Mhm.
Oh, that was the liquor box. Liquor box. Richard, you heard that was what Wendell wanted to originally call rum box, liquor box.
Yeah, no, I had to dissuade him. I said, Wendell, no, it's not appropriate. I said, no, stop.
Well, you're mad, yeah?
I can imagine what cosas, Papa cos. Papa, good morning to you. All right, good morning. Anyhow, people, the Color Week cruise is coming up next week Saturday, right? We're just relatively 1 week away from the cruise, and I hope by now you have your tickets. So get them. If the ones that are outside there, go check out Wendell and Harper down there at Rumbox. Crosby's in St. James. That's it's Susan by Crosby, right?
Yeah, Suzanne.
Suzanne by Crosby. So at Fast International in Arima, go and check out Howard. I don't know the guy by Bobby's Bar in Kirap, but go check them out also. And of course, K Squared Fashions, Eastgate, Westmall, and C3 Center, right? So pick up your tickets. Make sure you get them this weekend, huh, people? I'm telling you, get them this weekend. Don't wait for next weekend. Huh? Don't feel like you're coming nobody pay to look for no ticket. We ain't got no tickets, so nobody pay. Guys, come and get your tickets beforehand. Call anybody at Net Radio. Call all our DJs or anyone of the presenters. We will get your tickets to you to make sure that you are on board. And of course, we urge you to support the cruise and support Net Radio by purchasing a ticket or two. Yeah, Ms. Sampson, thank you very much for your contribution. Really appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, what's happening this weekend? This weekend is Pan in Lavantil. I think there's also the launch of something in Arima too, Richard. And Arima have something to this weekend?
Yeah, I think Arima have a big thing this weekend. It's Arima Fest this weekend.
And it's because it's borrowed day and stuff all of that now.
Yeah.
So I see them.
Yeah.
I see several trucks from the Arima Borough Council carrying all those
The what? Sorry.
The street party shirts.
Mm-hmm.
You know those kind of big grill things to control crowds. I see that. I don't know how much crowds they're expecting, or it's just a block of streets basically.
It's probably that's it, because they have a vending and thing in the area.
Yeah, and sometimes they start to. I know there was a time when they were very efficient, especially if they were passing by where I am. They would come and let you know, okay, you may need to get a sticker, or you need to get a thing to show that you live there now. Because sometimes you have to traverse if the roads are blocked.
Mm-hmm.
And then some days they send. Sometimes that happened once that they were that efficient. Then the other times now, if by you block off, you start to come and the police is the vex. They have to move it to let you pass. You know what I'm talking about, Wendell?
Yes,
got a sour face. It's like, first of all, the vex that they're outside.
Mm-hmm.
And the vex that they have to stand up there, and the vex that you now are a resident in that particular street, and they have to move that barrier for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can see it in their face.
Yep.
And I'm like, why I have to go through this?
Every time they have something in St. James on the Western Main Road, we have to go through the same thing, because where we are is an area that they block off. You understand? Yeah. So the barriers had to move for us to pass. You understand?
And you go through the same thing and sour face?
Yes. That's all right. St. James police ain't as bad as maybe as Arima police, but you just get some of them.
This was a few years ago, so maybe they changed. Maybe they're more pleasant now. I don't know.
St. James have just one. I don't even know if he's still in St. James. I ain't seen him for a little while. He was legendary. Everybody in St. James knew him. And I called his name one morning. I ain't gonna call his name again today. I don't know where he is now. Oh gosh, real trouble. But he had a terrible reputation in St. James. Terrible.
You in St. James all now?
Huh?
Are you in St. James right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why?
No, I'm just asking.
You're minding my business. You have a tracker on me? Or?
No, I'm just asking. It was a question.
You coming? Tell I?
I never come in. I'm on the road right now.
You always setting me up.
I'm on the road right now, so I'm debating whether to come into Port Spain.
You always setting me up. Me taking
because sometimes I drift into town, and I just go and have breakfast somewhere, sit down and eat.
Yeah. Well, I had my coffee already. That's about it. Anyway, folks, we can take some of your calls. Of course, today is Carol Guevara's funeral. For those of you who will be attending, or you can get the online link. It's available on our chat, I believe. And of course, whoever is using Carol's Facebook profile on her cell phone, I think it's her daughter, has been sending out constant messages over the last few days. So if you have her on your list, you probably would have received a message from her phone. All right. So as I give potential patrons on the boat cruise about security and parking. There's lots of parking and so on now there. They always have security for those boat rides and so on. I've never heard of anybody coming from a boat ride and having an incident in terms of their car broken into or their car missing. I've never heard that. I don't know if it has ever happened, but I've never heard that. Most times those places are pretty secure.
Where is the meeting point for that boat cruise though? Because they have several points at which they meet for those kind of party cruise.
It's all the way down to the end by Cove.
By where?
By the Cove.
The Cove.
Is it the Cove they call it? Yeah, all the way down just before the base, the army base.
Oh, that's where it is. That's where you meet the boat.
Yeah, it's all the way down on the end. Not so, Sir Charles? Where you going? You going? Yeah, it's all the way down to the end there, Richard.
Okay.
They have
I know
a new,
sometimes
I
they have
think.
some. I don't know what sometimes they have some like in Port of Spain.
Mm-hmm.
In Port of Spain proper by the waterfront there. Sometimes you have there. Then I know sometimes they have going down by Anchorage.
Yes.
In that area down there, Hartscott, I think.
Yeah.
That's down that side, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a few areas as well.
Yeah, they have different areas. So
Somebody asked me what part Bernadette wrong. You don't know where Rumbox is? Rumbox is down just right before Euphies on Western Main. Right before Euphies. After you pass Subway, you pass City Furniture, then you get a Rumbox, and then you get a Chinese restaurant, then you get Euphies. So you can't miss it. It'll be right in that
once you
space.
buy Euphies, you buy Rumbox. You can see that.
Yeah. Literally. Be right there. So Charles, apparently his internet went down. I'm not seeing that in the chat, Richard.
So are we even on here?
He says we are on YouTube. I don't know if we're only on YouTube right now. But I guess Gael would have been. Gael goes off. Well, if we're on YouTube, we're on Gael.
No,
Gael will go off in a few minutes. Yeah.
But you suppose you don't have your TV on to see if we're still on Gael?
No.
Can anybody in the stream confirm if we're still on Gael?
I'm sure we are. Once we're on YouTube, we're on Gael. Gael goes up to 8:30. It's only 8:22.
Yeah. No, in so much as he's suffering problems, I don't know if, anyway, that's why I'm thinking, if he's suffering problems in terms of internet, is that affecting Gael in terms of whatever connection it is?
Yeah.
But you're right, if we're still on YouTube, then we should be on Gael. But
yeah. But we can't take a call because we don't have. We're still on TV. Somebody said we're still on TV. So we can't take a call because Sir Charles will have to be the one to control that. So I guess we could talk about this issue, of course, of the police post that we raised this morning. And there was another issue with in a UNC MP's office that somebody keeps saying we should read this story. But I think that person has now been charged. Right? So we don't know who it is, some employee at an MP's office. But they keep putting the MP picture. I don't know why they're doing that. To put up the story, they put in the picture of the MP. And it's not the MP. I don't think that's fair to the MP that they should put his picture up. You know what I mean? Especially a charge related to child, to sexual charges against a child. You shouldn't put that. You shouldn't do him that. You know? At least that's just my thinking. Yeah, so we are on Facebook too. Katian Townsend, morning Katian, morning Maya, morning Jason Samuel, morning Lincoln. So many people in the chat. Morning Gavin Frank, you wake up late this morning, Gavin. Sending a greeting. Anon, who's been talking about dog roti in St. James. Yeah, that was a thing, huh? I don't know how true it was, but people used to talk about it. Carlisle Cupid, who is, of course, from a public health perspective, giving a lot of information. He says foods vary universally with culture. Almost everything is edible. Chinese eat every animal except those that don't have direct sunshine on their butts. That is, humans, insects are highly nutritious. Okay. Who else is chatting here? Let me look for some chats to read for you all by the time. Victoria Selman Francis, whoever that is. So Selma from Mova. Morning, Selma. All right, so Charles is back. So I guess we could start to take calls again.
Watcha, hey, this internet is something else. The both internet went down here, both Flow and Amplier. Amplier is still down though, but Flow came back up. I don't know if it's an electricity situation.
It sounds so. Because I'm not going to say, you sure you pay your light bill?
Well, I have that, you know. So, all of a sudden I'm speaking, and then I'm asking you guys a question, and I'm not hearing anything. So I said, Richard just disappeared. I said, but like Richard freeze. But then I said,
Richard being rude again.
Yeah. So I said, well, like the both of them freeze. Then I realized I have no internet. Oh my gosh! But thank God that you guys were on the platform, so it stayed on the fun platform. So we can continue to take your calls. I see the phone line is back up and running also. 281-131-529-9156. All right. So let me try. Yeah.
Interesting perspective from the reformist Titi. Interesting. I read your comment. That's an interesting way of putting things in terms of how how things are being less supported now. You may very well be right. You know.
Okay, hold 1 minute. Good morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning, Princess.
Morning.
You know, Sir Charles, I similar to you. You know, I could almost eat anything. When you were saying that, I remember a day an employee brought in something in a plastic container, and he offered me it, and I asked him, I said, "What's that?" He told me, he said, "That's Cayman, boy." You know, I said, "Cayman." I said, "Why I never eat that thing?" He tell and he tell me, "Boy, that tastes just like fish." You know, I said, "Look, let me take a try," and it really tastes like fish. That the Cayman that is big, living in the swamp and you know, in the river and thing. You know. Now, I remember too, a time I went up Moruga. You know, in the country, all kind of things happen. Somebody tell me, taste this here, this cousin. I said, "What you mean, cousin?" He said, "Monkey is our cousin. Take a taste." So I don't take it and taste it. Just to try it out.
Yeah.
But you know, as I hear Richard and Wendell say that they don't eat pudding. Now, I remember as a young fella, doing the first time I did some meat inspection. Yeah, you go in the abattoir and you're looking at them, looking to collect this blood to make pudding. Now, what they would do, they would immobilize the cattle by shooting it where, you see, if they draw a line from the eye to the ear and make an X, they shoot it right at the middle of the X. Or sometimes they take a piece of wood with a nail with that kind of cruel and hit it in that same spot. And that would immobilize the animal. It would be lying on the ground, but the eye open and watching it. And then these butchers will take a knife and cut by the throat and take off the skin and use the skin as a basin. Right? So when they cut the skin now and they establish the basin, then they go to the neck now and they cut the vein. Now the animal is still breathing and the heart beating and it's pumping out the blood, and the blood coming into this basin that they have there with the skin. And they would take a container, something like a small pan or something, and just be dipping out the blood from in their basin and putting it in a bucket. You know, it's a real cruel process, you know, to see that animal actually there bleeding to death through a vein. I think it's a jugular vein or something in the neck they cut.
It sounds very cruel.
I've seen them slaughter pigs like that. They hit them with a big piece of wood on the head, and they started beat up on the ground, and then they cut their vein.
That's why we should
I'm
all be
reluctant
vegetarians, eh?
to eat pork, but that is a real cruel process. You know? I just know that putting that
Animals
there
should not
be
go through that
away
because
from
man,
the politics and pride. You know?
Yeah. Thanks very much, Princess Song. Yeah. I mean, I've never seen the process. I don't think I want to see it either, because
I used to live. I don't mean to interrupt you, Sir Charles, but I used to
go ahead.
when I used to live by my aunt who recently died. To the back of her on that short street, I can't remember the name of the street. There's an abattoir there, Rima Abattoir, and what they used to do sometimes is hang pigs. They hang them from the ceiling, and then lower them into hot boiling water. You know, I remember that as a child. Alive, and
Wow.
the screaming of that pig, because of course you're basically drowning it,
Yeah.
but in
In
hot
hot
water.
water.
Yeah, and I remember the screaming of that pig. I don't know if they still do it at all. I can't remember. Anytime I pass, it looks abandoned now. But that always affected me when I was younger as a child passing, and I would say, you know what? At some point, I need to stop eating meat. Well, I mean, I haven't reached that point yet. But intellectually,
Let's hope for
I'm
you.
a vegetarian. I just need to
Yeah.
reach physically to it.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just avoid meat. I just say no, I'm not feeling for any meat today. You know,
Yeah.
but I could see why people become vegetarian on the way
Yeah.
that they cruelly kill animals to accomplish food.
Yeah, because like in where I grew up in Bataria, there my dad used to mine ducks and chickens and stuff, and when it's time to kill the duck and the chicken because you're cutting off the neck, I think I saw that once, so I couldn't watch that again.
I had a cousin used to cry. He used to cry whenever they're doing that home back in the day.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I understand that the animals and food and stuff and thing, but I gotta find a more humane way or somewhere to kill the animals, boy.
Well, boy, you ever see how the animals just kill one another? They are not humane about it now.
No, well, I mean, the laws of the jungle is something else, you know. But what? Anyhow, hold 1 minute there, guys. Captain Ron, good morning.
Animals kill to eat because they are hungry when
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes we're not really hungry, you know. We just want to have feeling for beef fruity. You just finish it, you're really hungry.
Hold a minute there,
Good
guys.
morning, gentlemen. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, Captain Ron.
Yeah, you know, two things, huh? I eat everything except I stopped eating what do you call it, pudding, because since the AIDS things came in, I stopped messing with that. My aunt is a nurse, and she would tell me what be careful with the blood. Anyway, but in Africa, I mean, when I say I eat everything. It's a normal kind of meat. I try wild meat. The last thing I had the other day was a snake in New Jersey, out in New Jersey. I enjoyed that. You also try it one time. Snake meat is very good. And I had alligator in Florida and New Orleans. But I think you need to try some chicken food. I understand the crab, but chicken is right. In Ethiopia, they eat the standard meat except pork. Right? So, but they're very big on fish and lamb and goat, plenty of that. And but I want to change this a little bit. Y'all advertising this thing with the boat ride all the time. Any one of you go and check out the boat, the condition of the boat, if it's seaworthy, and the captain and see how it operates?
Yeah, the boat is a good boat. I've been on the boat.
Seaworthy, right?
Yeah, I've been on the boat a number of times.
All right.
Yeah, I played on that boat. Yeah.
Fellas, keep in mind and with this guy thing, and it's nighttime and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. No
All right.
Yeah.
We can be safe.
No problem, Captain Ron.
Take care. All right.
Yeah.
So, John, as you hear, where are people meeting the boat?
right down on in the last part of Ghana, just before the Soldiers Gate there. You know, there's a place called the Cove. You remember the Cove, Richard?
Well, I mean, I know of it. I don't remember
Okay,
it.
well, it's right down in Carnage. So after that is right where the soldiers and them will have their checkpoint. Yeah, you can't go any further than that. It's right on your left hand side there.
Okay. Wendella just said that too, so just reaffirm it.
Yeah. But going back to all the things that although there are some things that I eat, I'm not too big on wild meat and stuff. I'm not too adventurous with things like booty and lap and tattoo and iguana and those things, alligator and snake and stuff. I'm not that kind of adventurous. When it comes to some meat, something I eat some of the basic thing that I know.
My eldest sister used to cook wild meat. People used to actually bring wild meat for her to cook for them because she was that good with it. When she cooked that, you wouldn't even, because wild meat used to have a kind of fresh smell. You understand? But she was an expert at cooking wild meat, and so I would eat wild meat. I eat kangaroo already in Australia. You understand? I would try things like that. Huh?
I don't eat wild meat.
You sometimes when she cook wild meat, you wouldn't even know it's wild meat,
I don't eat wild meat at all.
Yeah, well, that is the thing about
I
it.
stick to the traditional meats, and because I'm already trying to work my way towards being vegetarian, it makes no sense expanding and saying, "Hey, let me eat some, lap, or let me eat this," or like, no, I'm not going down that road.
Do you eat goat?
I eat goat occasionally, but not. I don't really like goat too much.
I love goat. Do you see how a young goat just run around the place? It's wild.
I don't really like goat too much.
Hola, there, guys. We have a couple calls coming in. Caller, good morning.
It's me again. Good morning to you all.
It's me again.
I eat every kind of meat it has because my father used to mind animals, chickens, ducks, the whole works. And we make our own pudding. We make our own, well, we used to make our own pudding, own pork, own of everything. But strange enough, you see right now, I don't eat pork. I hardly eat meat and plenty of things. But I eat the chicken foot, of course, and I eat the chicken back and the chicken neck, not the fleshy parts. So, because you for that and eggs, I don't eat eggs anyway neither. Because I grew up on eggs so much. But the eggs I'm not gonna eat any, I'm not eating any eggs at all. So a lot of the things that I ate because we grew them and we mind them. I know what you're getting. But you see pudding, oh my god, I'm not gonna buy that. I never ate that after my father stopped minding pigs. Because we used to eat a lot of pudding. And I never buy it after that. Never. I tried. And the tripe for the tripe soup, I used to eat that before. I'm not going to eat that again because I don't know who preparing it. So, it's as everything else. When you're growing up, you know better, eating good things. But now, I can't say things.
Now you can make decisions for yourself.
Yeah. And the thought and harming things, I'm not a love of it anymore because I had enough. Oh my gosh, we had enough. So, when people grow up a long time, they are not that old, but grow up in the 70s and the 80s, food was so easy to get by because you're doing your own thing, you have your own animals and you have your own things planted. You only had to buy rice and flour and sugar, and you have for so much sugar and the onion and things. That's all you had to buy, But you have the rest of things at home. So, we grow up healthy, eating healthy, because you don't have no chemicals and those types of things. But they can't say the same thing for what you have.
Nah, it's different now.
What, by the way, you all, I don't know if such as you eat meat and so on. I can't say for Wendell and things. When last you go in the grocery and see them selling chicken wings, even in a place where they have wings, the place where they have all the meat over the highway, I'm not going to call any. You see the size of those chicken wings and the chicken legs. So I asked the guy, I went to get some, and I see it and say, wait now, them is 2-week-old chicken or what? I couldn't buy that, The chicken wing.
It's small.
A little baby thing.
Yeah.
Well, baby private pass.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I can't believe they're selling that, these people were wicked. And I say, not we go and take up that to waste my money. Because by the time you buy that and it bakes or whatever you do with it, it gets shrink up,
Yeah,
shrink up,
shrink up
shrink up.
on
You
it.
only get
Yeah, hardly enemy.
oh my God, people too wicked. So anyhow, you all we had a wonderful day today. I am sorry, I'll watch the funeral from on YouTube later this morning. I can't make it. I don't have any transport today anyway, so that's one of the reasons I can't go.
Yeah.
And I all my condolences to Carol. And when I met her the first time at Rombox, she and Lincoln, and then I met her again where I go to on the market on a Sunday. Those two occasions, Carol always smiling, smiling. Oh, I saw Wendell showed one of the pictures this morning. Charmaine, Carol, and I. That was where I was doing my do on a Sunday morning. I just get to like Carol just so, and I didn't know her before. Just by listening to her
Yeah.
writing the chat. So Carol, you're such a young woman. You will be missed. Thank you all for feeding me.
No problem, Dabity. Yeah. I understand that feeling. A lot of people that over the years that we have gotten to know via what we do on radio. I mean, people who have become closer than family. Yeah? In some cases. Yeah. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sir Charles, Wendell, and Richard.
Morning.
First thing I want to say is my condolences to Carol. Guevara. I never really met her, but I always would listen to her whenever she called the radio station. Sir Charles, something I wanted to remind you guys. I heard Richard spoke about it earlier on this week, and I realized that well, they forget about it.
What's that?
Whatever happened to the sponsor time with the music what will be played on the boat for the boat ride?
Nah, the platform getting some trouble these days, man.
Oh gosh, and that's the part of the show this morning. What missing
We're
the
looking
ingredients?
for. Okay,
Because
okay.
people would want to hear. You know what I mean? People would really want to hear. The type of the quality of the music what will be played, and that will give people any encouragement.
I know.
To come out.
When the owners of this platform decide to make it a little more music friendly, it's not friendly to music. Trust me.
well, to tell you the truth, Sir Charles, as I've been saying for the longest while, those aliens from planet Mars look as though they're interfering with the internet in Trinidad. And that's what the problem is. We have aliens and Martians from outer space. And every now and then they try to make contact with Earth. So when they do that, they disrupt us from using it on Earth. The other thing is, Sir Charles, I thought Wendell said he was cooking a big pot of pilau to bring on the cruise. And Richard said he was bringing the corn soup and lambi. They change your mind?
I can't cook to save anybody life. Palace mine.
Oh Lord.
Oh
I
God.
recognize that
He
caller
went
has
so
a
when
vivid
you cooking the
imagination.
pilau. And Richard said he was bringing the corn soup.
As I said, I recognize that this caller has a very vivid imagination.
Thanks much, Kenwin.
Sir Charles, before you go, yesterday in my area, we had a major power outage because of a tree, right? A china tree what fell and blocked off the road in the Bagatelle area. That happened yesterday evening around 2:30. We didn't get back electricity until around 11 minutes past 9 last night. And then it went for a little while again, and then they turned it back on. So we had a major problem where that is concerned because it had blocked off the roadway. So people had to use the back roads to get to and from until they were able to clear the roadway. I had sent you a photo of it.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw the photo.
Yeah.
All right, Kenwin, thanks much.
So that's yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
For all you know, that tree that must have fallen the line in Diego Martin must be affecting us all the way up here. Trinidad connected in a kind of strange way, in a kind of strange way. That tree in Diego Martin is probably why Flo must be having problems up on the East West Corridor. Mr. Diego Martin.
Good morning, gentlemen. Flo
Morning.
always having problems. I don't know how all you could be with Flo. The highest network company in this country. Thank God for Fire Stick are getting it for free. Anyway, I want to say, Wendell, could you remember I used to be calling about the trees in the river? You all could remember me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Well, God answered my prayers. Monday and Tuesday,
my counselor told me they are not, the corporation is not responsible for anything in the river. So the trees was going in the river was out of their hands. She told me, Ministry of Works Drainage Department, I like to go to the source. If you tell me it's not Western Station, I have to go forward, I go in forward. So I spoke to the person in charge of drainage, Mr. Figaro. Thank you, sir, for your input. And he brought his crews, he brought his workers on Monday. They cleared the trees, and then they came back on Tuesday because they wanted to access I have a gate going to the river. So the trees on the left and right of me, my two neighbors, they needed to get up there and cut. So thank you, Mr. Figaro, for a job well done. Finally, the trees were cut in the river behind us here in the
Beautiful.
river. So thank
Well, that's
you.
great news.
Yeah.
We've been complaining about that for years.
Yes, Mr.
Yes.
Gunn.
I
Yeah.
go to my council. Well, I spoke to the council. I went to my MP.
Simon de Nobrega.
Nothing. Oh God, Jesus, Lord Father. So I must commend the councillor for directing me who is responsible for those trees in the river.
And you got it
thanks
done.
again.
Okay.
Y'all have a blessed weekend.
All right. That's
Yeah.
great news because she's been complaining about those trees
I mean,
for years.
yes. I
So
think the
much so
time.
I tease her time. I say, but when the trees are small, why you didn't jump over there and check them down here? But she's been complaining about those trees for years. And I've seen them.
Yeah.
They were huge.
From baby tree to the huge trees.
The big trees, yeah.
But you know what is strange about it is that things can be done. You just don't understand why it takes so long. Because look, just like when the mayor de Martin was complaining the other day. A
With
little
the
while
pothole.
after, yeah.
You know they went and fixed it?
They fixed the pothole. So I mean, it could have been fixed. So why wasn't it being fixed? Why we had to embarrass everybody into action to get things done in this country?
Yeah. That's sad.
You know, the mayor of Miss Degoma, I think, can now go and get that cut. So what they were telling me, well, they didn't have a chainsaw before, or they didn't have a crew in place to see about that before. That, you know, Trinidad is something else, you know. But
some people do follow up, and representatives also too, you know, have this way they don't follow up. When you make a complaint, follow up on the complaint and make sure it's action. So a lot of people don't follow up, you know, Sir Charles.
Yeah, but something come on your desk, you know. I mean, check it out. You know, I mean, why you always have to wait for a follow up? You know, you have it. Let me check and see if anything was done on this. Let me see if any progress was made on it. You know, they're just bypassing it. It's
so many things just pending in this place now. This country just going through a stressful period, and too many things just pending. You're just hoping and waiting and wishing for the best, and everything is a quarrel. You think that issue of that police post should have been a quarrel? Huh? Oh God, you're going and build something. First to begin with, in that area at Savannah, they frown on any structure going up there. They'd even frowned when they'd even had a problem when the new pavilion was going up, right? Because however, the history was behind it. It was not to put any structure in it, right? It's for the use of the people. Now you're going to put a police post, just so who mobilize? A contractor ain't just go in there to dig hole and things such as. Somebody would have said, hey, this is your contract. A contract would have been put in place, I would imagine. I don't know through which ministry. You understand? Because the ministries in charge of this and things like that would be the local government ministry and the planning and development. The planning minister listens to us every morning. I don't know if he has issued anything because surely permissions had to be granted. How you could just go and start a dig hole as a contractor? You would have had to be paid. You would have had to be given a mobilization figure. You ain't just going and take somebody instruction to go and up that police post. Who gave you that instruction? The commissioner? The Minister of Homeland Security? Who gave an instruction to go and build a police post in Eddie Savannah? It is craziness, but taking business.
Yeah. Hold 1 minute there, Wendell. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. It's me again. I'm
Morning.
Listen, I forgot to say condolences to Carol. May she rest in peace and Godspeed, Carol. Miss your voice on the radio. So, Charles, I thought I heard something. Can you confirm that was you singing that if you want to lick me or something like that? Liquor, Malika?
The liquor. Yeah. That was my song.
That's you?
Yes.
I trying to buy the song there on the Sajam just now. They're trying to get the name of the song and purchase it on iTunes. It will work? How can I get it?
Now we ain't reached there yet, no, Captain Ron. We just released the song and it's just on YouTube right now.
Captain Ron, you have money to win.
Hey, stop that.
No, it sounds good. So,
don't mind Wendell.
You will be the first person that I ever went to school with, and I could go up and learn and make a calico.
Yes. Captain Ron, that's enough reason. I good with that. Yeah.
Yeah, but listen. When you put it for sale, let me know so I can.
Definitely.
We have cruise tickets for sale, Captain Ron. Send some and buy some cruise tickets. Forget that Sir Charles tune.
Don't mind them. I tell you, next year. All right, okay. I'll go ahead. No problem. But just before we close it down, because I want to go out with Carol's tribute today again, guys. But just to add to what Wendell was talking about, that Eddie had. Obviously, if you are doing something, there are certain procedures to get it done. Town and country plan and all those different things, because I mean you must look for water and sewage and all those different things that are coming into play. So how you could just and it's not to say it's just a mobile unit that they went and rest down in the savannah. You're casting and all different kinds of things going and take place. You know what I mean? So come on, all they do the thing right now, man. And how all they cannot liaise with the persons who are in charge of it. How they cannot liaise with the Piaco Regional Corporation and say, look, we want to do this, we want to put it here. Suppose they had it earmarked for something else going on there. So come on, all they do the thing right now, man. It have ways to do the thing. And all they communicate, it cannot be like everybody on a different page and trying to achieve the same thing.
Yeah.
So I agree with the chairman. We're not. I don't think he's against anything. Look how many other initiatives they support where the police is concerned in Tonopuna. All the lays for the people and all they do the thing right now, man. It doesn't have to be like we're making too much unnecessary mistakes in this country.
Yep.
So all they fix the thing. All they fix the thing properly. All right. But we just at that point we are going to wrap in a little bit. But before we go, let me just remind you people, get all the tickets for the cruise. All right. It's coming up next 6 Saturday on the Island Royalty. We're gonna have a fun time. Make sure you get your tickets at go and check out Wendell at Rumbox, Crosby's in St. James, Bobby's Bar in Kirab, and also Fats International in Arima, K Squared Fashions there at Eastgate Mall, West Mall, and C3 Center for those of you in San Fernando. I'm sure by this weekend, most of those outlets will not have any tickets. So all go and get all the tickets today and support the cruise. And even if you're not coming on the cruise, people, because some people are, but you know what, you can still support the venture because you're supporting Net Radio. If you all like what we do and you all want to continue to get up with us or not get up and see a blank screen, well, let's support the thing. We need your support. So buy a ticket or 2 or 3, like some of the other persons. Thank you so much for the support from all the people who have supported us so far. Right?
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Well, Richard, we jump out again. I don't know if his internet bump out again, but people keep listening to us on Net Radio. We have great programming all throughout the weekend, so you can join us at netradiott.com, and of course on Net Radio Trinidad if you are on TuneIn or any one of the streaming platforms and our social media platforms at Net Radio Trinidad. Like, subscribe, and follow the channels, because when you like, subscribe, and follow, we are able to get more followers. And right now, for the longest while, I've been trying to increase the followers on TikTok. So if we get some more followers on TikTok, then we could go live on TikTok also. So we could go YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok in the morning and spread the breakfast show. Let more people know, what's taking place with the breakfast show.
Okay, I didn't even realize TikTok do live shows too.
Yeah, they have live TikTok. I want to reach that bad. So I urging everybody, if go to TikTok and just follow the TikTok page for me, please. Net Radio Trinidad, right? We just need a few hundred more votes, people inside of there, and then we'll be able to share it live. TikTok vibrant. All right.
Okay, folks, have an absolutely wonderful weekend. Be careful on the nation's roads. Look out for the young ones. And remember to let go and let God.
Okay. And, well, Wendell, you close up for Carol, because, you do it so well for Carol.
Yeah, of course, Carol. Yeah. Well, you're showing it again, right?
Yeah, I'm going to show it after you finish.
Yeah. So, well, of course, this tribute is meant for one of our dear fans, Carol Guevara. She has been a long-standing supporter of the breakfast show, and she passed a week ago. Today is her funeral, and this is our tribute to her.
Okay, thank you very much, Wendell.
How do I say goodbye to what we had? The good time that made us laugh, I'll wave them back. I thought we'd get forever's gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I don't know where this road is going to lead. All I know is where we've been and what we've been through. If we get to see tomorrow, I hope it's worth all the wait. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. And I'll take with me the memories to be my sunshine after the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. And I'll take with me the memory to be my sunshine after the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Yeah. Rest peacefully, Carol. You surely will be missed.
Yeah. All right, people. See you on Monday.
Yeah, you
Get up! It's the time to start the day. The breakfast show is here. We bring in the soca way. Yeah, 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 yeah.